Yeah. Okay. All right, we're doing this. Hold on. Hold up. Thank you, everyone who's donated. I see I have a $50. I have a $19.99. I have a $50. They're all just saying yay, so it's like nothing being asked or anything. All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna get these motherfuckers in here. I don't need my camera on for this. They can turn theirs on if they want. I got a camera on my fucking other thing. We doing it? See if we got anybody in here. Humans. Bueller. Jesus teacher. Oh yeah, I had makeup on earlier, so it's just residue from makeup. I see Jamie's in here. I'm not hearing anything from Jamie. I know my settings are configured right because we do this all the time, literally. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Oh, nothing much. I was just watching both your guys' streams. Let me put you guys both on screen now. Hold on, let me pop this out. Yeah. Shut up, Paul. Fucking. Hey, you ain't here for me, all right? Just shut. Don't fuck. I'm the moderator here. I'm okay. So let's explain some shit before I even. All right, I'm muting you guys for like a moment. So give me a second here. They're muted. They can't fucking interrupt me. I'm talking to the audience right now. So audience, here's my capacity in this. I am not here to take a side. I am not here to fucking show favorites. I am not here to get involved in whatever fucking argument is happening. I am here in a completely unbiased moderator capacity where I want to exploit the drama between these two people. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to give each of them a chance to get their opinions across. I am not here to build bridges or make them get along. I am not here to fan the flames of antagonism between them. I am just here to facilitate a conversation. And where that conversation goes is totally up to the two people participating in it. I am just here to facilitate. That's what I'm here to do. If you want to show your facilitator some love, super chats are open. Streamlabs are open. Of course they are. Anyway, I don't want to fucking keep them waiting too much. They were both kind enough to join me on here, so let's fucking give them, I don't know. I guess that we should start by having one of you fucking lay your argument against the other out in some kind of detail. I guess we could flip a coin to see. Jamie, you want to call it? Flip a coin. Heads. My phone is flipping, and you won. Do you want to go first, or do you want to go after Paul? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to this view here. Yeah. All right. Lay it out. I'm gonna give you, let's say, 5 minutes. Or you can yield the time if you want, but I'll give you 5 minutes to lay out what you want to say. Okay, can they not hear? Sorry. Okay, hold on. My bad. Hold on. I know how to fix this. Let's see. Will this fix it? Okay. Yeah, as long as I don't play video for you guys, that should be fine, I think. All right.
Damn it.
The worst that could happen is there might be some...
Oh, now I hear myself.
Yeah, that's just the fucking way it's gonna go, huh? Okay. Okay. Hold on. I have one more thing I can try, so hold on. Say something.
Test.
Can you guys hear?
Right,
did you guys hear Jamie say test just now? Yeah, you guys gotta pay any extra for sound. Now it works. You heard Jamie?
Good now?
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead then.
Dope. All right.
I will reset the clock. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'll start over. All right. So here's where I'm coming from. I've watched Paul for years. Okay. I've been a big fan of Paul. And over the years, I've agreed with Paul. I've disagreed with Paul. Lately, I've been disagreeing with Paul more and more. And I've made those disagreements known. I've talked about them. I've talked about, my differences in opinion, just like I've talked about my differences of opinion with TJ and various other content creators, including Vosh and a number of other people that I watch. Because for a long damn time, I've been accused of not thinking for myself. Well, honestly, for a long damn time, I wasn't thinking for myself. I was really, I kind of just followed along with, goddamn, I came up from an ideology that teaches you that you're supposed to defer in all things to one almighty fucking creator of the universe. And so, you come out of religion, you still kind of have that mindset of like, you're looking for someone to give you all the answers. And I've been kind of dumb in the past, and I've, kind of just deferred to TJ in all things in some areas. And, as I've grown and realized that that's fucking dumb, I've worked to better myself and to, start forming my own opinions and thinking for myself. And lately I've been doing that, and I've been, maybe I've been I will admit, I in a bit of an attempt to like overcorrect and show people that, hey, not only am I no longer this sycophant that just believes everything I'm told, I'm actually going against these people now. But you know what? I also realized, yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to do a video or a stream being like, yeah, I'm going to criticize TJ, I'm going to criticize Paul. But every time I've criticized Paul, I feel like I've done my best to act in good faith. I've done my best to give Paul the benefit of the doubt, even when I think his takes are really fucking dumb, even when I really disagree with the bullshit and think that the shit he's saying is extremely harmful. I've tried to, because look, I understand some of Paul's positions. I actually used to hold several of them myself. And so I don't want to just shit on someone, even if I look at their take now and think, oh, it's fucking dumb. Because I'm like, no, I've been there too. I get it. But as I've criticized Paul lately, I've felt like all Paul's responses to me have been full of nothing but vitriol and venom, and have been in extremely bad faith. The other day, I popped into Paul's chat, and Paul saw I was there and suddenly starts fucking attacking me for being a Biden supporter because I've been talking about rape victims and I've been doing some stuff related to the Me Too movement, and Paul, in extremely bad faith, I believe, starts calling me out and saying, how can you be pro women when you supported voting for Biden? I think that's really fucking dumb. And I did a stream talking about that. And I didn't do much of a follow-up. I don't know if Paul ended up watching the whole thing or not. But I said at the end of that stream that, like, I was kind of done with this, like, back and forth bullshit, because I don't want to have beef with Paul. I never wanted to have beef with Paul. I wanted to lay out my disagreements. And honestly, I wanted to have a fucking discussion. I wanted to have a good faith discussion, sit down, and try to, like, come to some kind of common ground. But every time, every time I hear something about, oh, Paul's talking about you again, and I go look in on it, it's Paul, like, shitting on me or just being really fucking bad faith still. And last night, Paul started, because look, whatever, we can talk all we want about, like, the nuances of the pride discussion, but hey, Vosh had a take. I heard it. I kind of agreed with some of it. I didn't agree with other points he made, and so I made my take known. And Paul spent the fucking like 40 minutes of that stream just fucking attacking my character. Based on a fucking disagreement.
30-second warning.
And so, yeah, I think this is extremely bad faith. And honestly, I don't want to sit here and have drama. I don't want to argue with Paul. Paul, I'd like to come to some kind of fucking understanding with you, because I don't want to just, I don't want fucking drama. I don't want stupid. That's why I said, again, I don't know if you saw at the end of the last stream, I wanted to have a good faith discussion with you. And if you don't want that, I mean, whatever. Say what you want to say. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
I got nothing else.
Okay, so just for a little context for people who might not have gathered what this has been about. I mean, there's been other things that have led up to it, but this latest patch of difficulty between Paul and Jamie has been on the basis of the disagreement about the kink at Pride discussion that you guys have probably seen raging on Twitter and a few other platforms. Anyway, Paul, you now have 5 minutes, starting now.
I won't need 5 minutes. So I'm assuming, like, I'm not supposed to be responding to what Jamie said. This is the opening
This is just
statement.
you laying out whatever case you want to make in 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Right. So my contention is that Jamie Darkey is an idiot who wouldn't have a single fucking thought in her empty fucking head if somebody else didn't put it there first. And I'm sick of seeing her cold ass fucking iceberg that sank the Titanic takes floating around in my chat and floating around on things that I do and having adjacent association with somebody that can't fucking think for themselves. So that's basically my contention, is that Jamie Darkey's an idiot. And I'm tired of hearing Jamie Darkey and listening to her cold ass fucking takes. I've been calling her Cold Take Karen in my chat, because she's just like a fountain of just ice cold fucking takes on every goddamn fucking thing. And I'm just sick of it, dude. I just got sick of it. So I decided to throw a little salt last night, which I do regularly. You know what I mean? Anybody that's been to a Paul stream knows like you get some salt slopped on you, you know? And I don't know. She's big mad now, and now we're here to make TJ some money. Donate, people. Come on. And that's it. I yield the balance of my time.
All right. So from here, I'm just going to kind of let you guys go at it. Now that you've laid out your grievances. So, Jamie, I guess you no more. I mean, I'll jump in if someone's getting talked over too much or whatever, but go ahead.
I don't know. Like, where's your evidence that I'm an idiot and that none of my takes come from
okay. You want some evidence that you're an idiot?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you're a trans woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a trans woman who is arguing that pride should be sanitized.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell me what your iceberg level Vosh regurgitated take on pride is, and then so we can get past this. I didn't say that shit.
So my take does not perfectly align with Vosh. I actually think Vosh was really fucking hyperbolic in his argument. I think he should not have been going around calling people pedophiles and be like, anyone who disagrees with me is a pedophile. He didn't say that exactly, but that's kind of the feeling he gave off. And I think that was really dumb. And I think that didn't help his argument. What I think is, what I agree with, rather, is the idea that maybe like overtly sexual or like full out nudity or like kink shit being put on display. Maybe it shouldn't be the front and center of this movement that is being used as an example for.
Hold on, let me stop you there. You ever been to a Pride event, Jamie?
No, I haven't, and I can
I've been to a Pride event, and TJ has. I know he's the moderator, so he can't like be a testimony.
Yeah, I'm not here to interject anything, so don't base any arguments
so I won't rely
on
me. On him. But I went to a Pride event in the Bay Area in California back when I was in my 20s, and for you to say that kink is front and center and whatever else you described is once again why I called you an idiot. Because you've never been to Pride. You don't know thing one about the movement, which is what I was trying to get to. But now we're stuck in this I never said that bullshit land that you like to live in when you don't want to answer your cold ass takes.
No, because I believe in nuance, and I believe in actually saying what you mean.
Then. Let me give you the nuance then, Jamie. The kink people that are in Pride parades are far outnumbered by people just wearing flamboyant costumes, cool wigs, and standing on floats and dancing and having a fucking good time. So you're bitching about a tiny minority of people. Now, okay, so now that we've gotten that moral panic out of the way, because you seem to think that this is just some big kink parade where it's just an endless parade of leather daddies leading their pups down the street. It's ridiculous, Jamie.
So wait, it's a minority.
By the way, you know that picture of the little girl standing in front of the leather daddy pups that everybody's using?
I already know that. I already know that's not from Pride.
You know that's not from Pride. Okay, good. I'm glad that you know that because nobody else seems to know it.
No, look, first of all, I never said that it's necessarily front and center at every event.
You just said that. I don't think it should be front and center.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it should be. That doesn't mean that I think it is. I think that if there are things like that,
then why are you arguing that it shouldn't be?
Because I'm agreeing with people who are saying that
you're agreeing with people. You're getting your takes from other people as per usual.
What I'm saying, Paul, is that as someone who grew up in a very conservative Christian household, I understand why there are some people that might look at Pride and might be very turned off by it.
Here's the thing, Jamie. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about your conservative Christian household and what they think of Pride. That's not what Pride's about. You know what Pride is about? Out of the closets, into the streets. No more dingy bars, no more back rooms, no more dirty motel rooms, no more being forced to do our business in the back room. We're here, we're queer. Get used to it.
I agree.
We're here, we're queer. Get used to it. Not, Paul, would you like to bring your kid down and have a cotton candy and ride the Ferris wheel at Pride?
Now you're strawmanning me. Why does it have to be one extreme or the other? Why can't it just
What are you
be,
arguing for? What are you arguing against? This is why I called you an idiot, Jamie.
I'm arguing for the idea that it is inclusive and that we don't make it alienating to people who might not be comfortable seeing people be overtly
Why do
sexual
you
in the
give a
streets.
fuck? Do you know what that moral panic was about in the 70s when it came to pride and pride demonstrations? You don't, because you don't know anything about pride, because you're making fucking determinations about pride, an organization and a movement you clearly know nothing about, which is worrying as a trans person that you would come out and start making takes on pride when you know fuck all about pride.
I don't know everything about it, so I'm not allowed to have
about pride was, Jamie. If you know fuck all about pride, I'll wait.
It was that I believe it was that it was a pedophile fest or whatever, and that they're fucking exposing children to.
Well, I mean, the same old "what about the kids" was there.
Yeah, but this isn't the same argument.
No, it isn't. But you know what it was back then, Jamie? You know what the argument that you were making took the form of back then? Men kissing men and women kissing women in the streets and holding hands and having public displays of affection. And that you're going to really like this one as a trans woman. Your favorite from the 80s and 90s, men dressed like women. How are we going to put that in front of kids? How am I going to explain to kids why these two men are walking down the street shirtless with their hands in each other's back pockets?
That stuff is
and now you're doing the same shit. You're doing the same shit. And you want to act like you're not doing the same shit.
I don't believe that I am doing the same shit, Paul.
Well, I believe that you are doing the same shit. And I think you're an idiot if you don't see that you're doing the same shit. I just told you why you're doing the same shit.
No, because, Paul, what I want is for our society to be able to say, yes, that stuff is normalized, and yes, it should be out in the open. But why do people need to be like overtly sexual out in the open? Why do people need to be?
Why can't they?
Naked. I've
why
heard.
Can't they be?
What they can. All I've said is I don't have a problem with that stuff being at Pride. I just think maybe there should be like an adult section and then like an after
main Pride event be family friendly, right?
Yeah, why not?
You know that the main Pride event is not a parade; it's a protest.
Yeah,
that protests aren't family friendly environments. You don't bring your children to them unless you want them to know what's going on at the protest, and that includes having a quick talk with them about the leather daddy that walked by. Mommy, daddy, what's that? Why is that man dressed that way? Because Pride is about dressing and being whoever you want, honey. Look at that float over there. Look at the pretty ladies dancing.
I'm not against parents having to explain these things to their children.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You just got done, Jamie.
Paul,
you're so fucking confused. You just got done arguing. Why does everyone have to be so flamboyantly sexual? Why does it have to be so? I'm not against people. You don't know what you're for and what you're against because you don't have a take on this.
No, you're fucking straw manning me, Paul. What I'm saying.
I don't even know what a straw man is. What's a straw man, Jamie?
What is this? Are you? Oh, look at me. I'm gonna pretend.
I can't answer because you don't know. Because you got that from somebody else, like everything else.
Paul, a straw man is when you make up a ridiculous fucking argument that your opponent didn't fucking make in order to tear it down, because that's the only way you can sound smart.
So explain to me how I just straw manned your position.
Because you're saying that I said something that I didn't fucking say.
What did I say that you didn't say?
Paul.
Specific.
You just said that I'm saying that, like a parent, that I'm making this about like parents not being able to explain this to their children. That's not what the fucking argument is. My argument, and please don't interrupt me, my argument is about the fact that there are young people. I'm not talking about the parents. Put the parents fucking out of it. There are young people that feel alienated from these events that would otherwise not be able to go to these events and be exposed to queer culture. One of the biggest events related
being exposed to queer culture means being exposed to men and assless chaps sometimes.
No,
and people that are dressed in thongs.
Is being exposed to straight culture, being exposed to women walking around in lingerie and people fucking.
It happens all the goddamn time. Women walk around all the time wearing less than bikinis. I live in California, Jamie. You ever been to California? You might want to cancel the whole state of California while you're busy moralizing about pride. You might want to just cancel California because, man, you can't take your kid out of the house here. Women just walk around in fucking less than bikinis here.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
that,
nude
Paul.
beaches in California. They're kid friendly.
There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is the overtly sexual
There's
nature of
queer
some
people doing that.
events, Paul. Not even all the events. I don't
Some
have
of the
to.
events are family friendly. Like I said, you've never been to a pride, so how would you know?
No, that's my point. A lot of them are becoming more family friendly, and I'm
they're
okay
not
with
becoming family friendly. They have been for years. They've been for years, had different venues that were made for kids, for families, for parents of queer kids. You don't know anything about pride. You've never been.
Here's my fucking frustration, Paul. I hear someone making an argument that, like, hey, maybe this overtly sexual stuff is not good and maybe we should make it a little more accessible. And I'm like, yeah, I don't disagree with that. And then you, rather than like if I don't know something, rather than being like, hey, Jamie, here's this thing that you don't understand about this, instead, you fucking attack my character and act like I'm just some big fucking idiot who has no right to have an opinion on this. Like, if my
you
opinion...
haven't demonstrated anything about your opinion, so that's why you're an idiot.
I would like to interject just something very briefly here. I am a little, and I'm not saying this to take a side, but I am a little unclear as to what exactly Jamie wants Pride to do, how she wants Pride to change. I would like.
That's my point. I don't want it to change.
Well, then what is this about?
Most of them don't need what this was about. I did a stream talking about the Vosh situation, the fact that everyone was
position.
No, not holy fuck, Paul. This bad faith. What the fuck? I talked about it. I started by disagreeing with some of the shit he said, and then I said, but I also agree with some of this he said. Like, no, I'm not just parroting his fucking
When did you agree with him?
I agreed with him when he was saying things like, yeah, like I don't think that we should be putting kink shit in front of children. I think this shit should be more acceptable. And he even said, and this is something else I agree with.
Who's putting kink shit in front of children?
It's not just about children. It's about people.
Shit in front of who's putting kink shit in front of children, Jamie?
Probably some probably some minority people at a minority of these events.
So it's their fault. So a leather daddy decides he wants to wear assless chaps and a spiked collar and no shirt with nipple clamps on to Pride, and it's his fault because you brought your fucking kid. He came there to parade it in front of your kid at a protest.
I'm saying that.
No, that's what you're saying. I just summarized your argument for you, and now you want to recontextualize it.
Saying.
Let's hear 2 more minutes of Jamie Darky nothing while I find you a Vosh tweet.
I'm saying that I don't disagree with the idea of having these events accessible. If you want to come and tell me they're already mostly accessible to everyone, then okay, I don't have a problem with.
Then you should know that before you have a hot take about it, dumb fuck. This is why I called you an idiot.
I didn't have a hot take. I commented on Vosh's hot take.
Agreeing with Vosh.
No, I talked about it for about 40 minutes, and I moved on to other shit.
And whatever, you had 40 minutes of straight fucking booty chatter nonsense.
No, I talked about, I gave my take on it, and then I argued with the chat.
Which is cold as an iceberg.
Then what the fuck does that mean, Paul? How cold is it? What the fuck are you talking about?
The opposite of a hot take is a cold take. And your takes would sink the fucking Titanic, Jamie Darky.
All right, that's real. You sound real clever when you say that. I don't know what that means.
No, you sound real clever when you can't justify your fucking. Like, TJ asked you a direct question and you're still not. TJ, do you feel like she satisfied your fucking question yet?
So I have to be honest. I am confused because it seems like what I heard was that nothing needs to change, but I'm still hearing arguments for why things need to change. So I'm very curious about what needs to change.
My arguments are that. My only argument was that I agree with Vosh saying that, yeah, what's wrong with these events being more accessible to more people? This is the mainstream LGBTQ event. And I think having it be something that everyone feels welcome at, where that doesn't feel exclusionary to anyone.
What about Christians that don't want to see so much gay shit going on? Shouldn't they be welcome at the event? Or you want to exclude them, right?
Paul,
they don't want to see men holding hands. It makes them uncomfortable because, of course, you know, Jamie, growing up in a hardcore Christian household, that's an abomination before God. So, but they shouldn't be comfortable, and their children don't need to be comfortable at the event, right?
My concern is with the young people that may otherwise want to go to these events, and
toddlers?
not toddlers, teenagers, preteens. Yeah.
Did you not know what sex was at 14? I don't know if shit's changed since I was a kid, but in high school, by the time I was 14, everybody I knew either had sex or knew what the fuck it was. It wasn't going to be the first time they'd seen an ass.
You want an honest answer to that? No, I didn't. No, I didn't know what sex was until I was 15 because again, extremely fucking sheltered. And
well, you're arguing for sheltering more kids.
No, I'm not. Let me finish. I also had an extremely tainted view of what it even meant to be LGBTQ because all I saw as representation for LGBT people was this extreme kink shit. I thought being gay meant being extremely kinky, and I was never super.
To nothing but conservative argumentation, and you're still making it.
No, because that was what was pushed in the mainstream in general.
And Pride is a protest against the mainstream.
Yeah, but then why do they push the same image of themselves that the mainstream strawmans them with?
Because the mainstream doesn't get to dictate a queer person's attire, dress, or the way that they conduct themselves during the Pride demonstration. That's the point of the Pride demonstration. I mean, you're a trans woman. I'm gonna make a fucking suggestion to you. Read a book about the history of the fucking trans movement and the queer acceptance movement in this country. Excuse me.
Recommend a book, and I will. Paul, all I'm saying. And again, I'm not trying to police how people dress. I'm not trying to.
You're saying why do we have to keep the kink shit? Why can't it all be inclusive? Why can't we put up a Ferris wheel and let the kids get rainbow cotton candy? Because that's not what it is. It's not a gay pride fair. It's a protest against people who were exactly the type of people you're trying to kowtow to. Why would you be the things that the people point at you and laugh at? Because that's what you do, dumbass. Say fuck you. Well, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Here's my big queer ass. You fucking faggot stomping piece of fucking shit.
Paul,
come stomp us on Pride Day, motherfucker. It's not about whether your toddler can get a fucking lolly and whether you can ride the Ferris wheel at Pride. You dumb infantilizing fuck. This is why I call you an idiot, Jamie.
You know what my definition of we're here, we're queer, get used to it is?
Something stupid that means nothing, that's fucking malleable as to whatever Vosh says. No, go ahead.
This is why I don't want to engage with you, because you're extremely bad faith.
Get out, you charlatan!
I'm a
charlatan. You charlatan!
Hold on.
You pretender! You know nothing!
Hold on, Paul. I want to hear from Jamie for a minute.
My definition of we're here, we're queer, get used to it is gay people, trans people, queer people are people. We're just like you. We're not some aliens. We're not some crazy fucking...
Wrong.
What? No. Wrong?
Wrong.
Why?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you continue to define a slogan that happened during the early days of the queer movement incorrectly.
Then
it's not we look like you and we are you and we're everything like you. It's like we're different than you and we're here. We're among you. Get used to it. Dumb fuck. Read a book, Jamie. Read a book.
You don't let me fucking speak.
At least pull up the Wikipedia article about Pride and read it.
Holy fuck, Paul. You fucking... Okay.
I'm muting myself up. You go ahead, Jamie.
Oh yeah, after you spent 5 minutes gish galloping me, now you're gonna mute up. Holy fuck. I am more interested in the movement evolving to be something that shows people that LGBT people are exactly like them, that we're not some aliens, we're not some crazy different fucking other people. Because you know what? Honestly, I think that a lot of the ways that some LGBT people have tried to like represent the movement has been a little bit harmful to people who, again, looking at it from the outside in, don't understand the kink shit, don't understand what the fuck being gay is, and think that it's just being a kinky motherfucker that like grabs men's asses in the streets and go fucking flashes their dicks in public and whatever.
And so we should acquiesce to that incorrect assumption, right?
No, I'm saying it doesn't necessarily need to be the front and center. And if it's not, then I don't have any contention with it.
Then you'll go back and fucking you'll make a stream tomorrow apologizing to me.
Apologizing
because you made a complete cold take, an idiotic take that was uninformed, based on an assumption that Pride was a bunch of ball-gagged leather daddies fucking each other up the ass on floats all day.
If you actually watched that stream of mine yesterday, you'd see that I was actually talking to my fucking chat, and people were actually correcting me on things. And I was like, oh, well, then okay, if it's like that, not enough. I have my opinion. There was nobody in your chat
that knew a fucking thing about Pride because you didn't get corrected then. You got corrected tonight, though. You're welcome, by the way.
Paul,
you won't make any more cold takes on Pride.
Holy fuck. I have my opinion, Paul. We can disagree.
You're gonna stick to your guns on this bullshit after tonight?
After what? After you fucking just sit here and yell at me for 30 minutes?
Oh, get out of here. You had ample time to explain yourself, Jamie.
I feel like I have. I feel like I absolutely have.
Have you asked TJ, or do you know what Jamie thinks should be done about Pride yet?
I've said I was going to stay out of this stuff in terms of a.
No, I just mean you raised a question earlier. Has your question been answered?
I'm still not exactly sure.
Yeah, I mean, neither.
I've already said I don't.
No, well, hold on. Here's okay. So Paul, let me just. I'm not trying to take a side with this. I'm just trying to get a clarifying question here, because I am still I'm still confused on this.
Okay.
Because you are saying that you're not asking the Pride event to change, or at least you're not trying to mandate any change.
No.
Yet at the same time, you are, I don't know, making criticisms of Pride as an event and saying that it needs to be more accessible. The term I've heard is accessible.
Yep.
So what are the? I mean, it seems like there has to be something that you're advocating to make it more accessible.
Well, here's what
and yet I'm not really clear on what that is.
Here it is. I'll read it for you. Here's Jamie's take, put much more succinctly because it's a person with at least a brain in their head that made it. This is Vosh from a tweet yesterday. I'll read you the whole chain, okay? Kink at Pride makes people uncomfortable and makes the event less accessible. When accessibility should be a priority, keep less family-friendly stuff to the many, many after parties and adjacent private venues every Pride has.
Why not?
The fact that this is controversial because Pride is about out of the closets into the streets, and you're arguing for going back into the closets.
No, that's a straw man, Paul. It's not go back into the closet. It's come out of the closet. But why do people need to be
come out of the closet but dress like a straight person and don't do any gay stuff?
No, but dress gay as fuck. But why do people need to be all but fucking in the streets?
Banana hammocks are fine at Pride.
Yes, fine. I don't have a problem with
daddies, pups.
Yeah, no, that's
nipple
fine.
Clamps, cock rings.
I think
naked
that cock rings. What? No, naked dudes and cock rings and why? Why does it need to be out in public?
Why doesn't it need to be in public? Why should your aversion to it drive what somebody does at Pride?
Because there's a reason why public nudity and public sexuality is not acceptable in our society.
I'll continue with this shit because I'm tired of hearing
it makes people uncomfortable.
Pride is a cool, queer-friendly block party you can attend to meet with Pride. Pride should be a cool, queer-friendly block party you can attend to meet with organizers and get cute shirts. This is unironic, by the way. He's not joking. Everyone should be able to attend. It should be safe and uncontroversial. Dismissing accessibility as sanitization is really underhanded and disgusting.
Safe? Why not? Why should a gay event be controversial?
About a leather daddy walking down the street. Oh wait.
Holy fuck, Paul. You know what? At the end of the day, I never took a strong stance on this position. All I said was I don't disagree with Vosh on some of this, and you're acting like I'm coming out here advocating that we need to change Pride.
40 minutes agreeing with Vosh on this.
I spent 40 minutes arguing with my chat about it.
And agreeing with and taking Vosh's take.
Agreeing with some of it, yeah.
Which parts don't you agree with?
I don't agree that it needs to be completely sanitized. I don't think I would go that far.
He didn't say it. He says calling it sanitization is bad faith. It's not being sanitized. He thinks turning it into a cool, kid-friendly, queer street fair is what it should be done. You agree?
Not necessarily kid
So now
friendly.
you disagree with Vosh. So now you've been
Friendly
informed.
for
Thank you,
everybody.
TJ. Are we done here?
You know,
Jamie
Paul.
Darkey's an idiot who doesn't know anything about
I'm an
anything.
idiot. You know what, Paul?
Takes from
No,
some
I
people
don't
that
know
are smarter
anything.
than her.
No, fuck you, Paul. I don't know anything
Oh,
supposedly
fuck you.
about this one thing, so I don't know anything about anything. This is what I'm sick of, Paul.
This isn't the first time you've dropped a fucking turd of a cold take, Jamie. What do you think? I just fucking caught you on the back end of this one?
Go after one of my other
cold
takes.
fucking Biden takes for
Paul,
months.
We're not going to agree on this. Go after one of my other fucking takes then. We don't have to agree on this
because you can't even articulate a point.
I've made my point.
You don't even know what you're fucking advocating for or against. Everybody in the fucking chat that isn't simping you is confused as fuck right now, Jamie, including me, which is why I called you a fucking idiot in the first place.
That's nice. Let them be confused. All right, I've made my position
You can go
clear.
back to your stream now where your simps are there and your chat's locked down and people won't say things to you that are controversial anymore.
Here, Paul.
By the way, I love how you stole your fucking chat's rules from me.
I stole said
that I banned people arbitrarily. That was cute.
I took a couple of them, yeah, because
you took the whole fucking idea from me, Jamie.
Yeah, no, I did. No, Paul, no, wait, fuck, Paul, holy fuck.
And then you call me bad faith, but you're in your fucking chat.
Paul, 1 second.
Paul, I never denied that I got those rules from you.
Okay, there you go.
I never denied that, Paul. Yes, I got the idea from you. I thought it was a good idea. I was in your chat.
Tonight on your fucking chat, in your stream, you said that I ban people in bad faith. But you took your rules for banning people from me.
Well, I let people come in and disagree with me, but if I feel like people, holy fuck, I let people disagree with me, but when I feel like people are acting in bad faith or trying to bait me into an argument when I'm in the middle of something else, yeah, I'm gonna time them out because I'm not interested in someone coming into my chat and being like, "Ooh, you're a leftist. Right, you people are pro-abortion."
Jamie, I'd like to ask a question that I think can kind of maybe avail us of another facet of this, which is I've heard you on a few occasions call Paul bad faith. So what exactly do you feel like is bad faith? I'd like to give you a little uninterrupted time to answer that for me.
Okay.
Let me just give you I
object.
No, hold on.
I object.
I
want to give 1 minute time. There's no objection. Go ahead, Jamie.
So what I think is extremely bad faith is the fact that rather than disagreeing with my positions, Paul constantly feels the need to attack my character and call me an idiot rather than just be like, oh, here's something that I disagree with you on and let's have a conversation about it. And I think it's extremely fucking bad faith that Paul would start fucking saying that, oh, I'm a rape apologist because I supported Biden. I don't believe in women's rights because I support That's an extremely bad faith fucking argument. I don't know how you could classify it as anything but. I have a political position. I believe that the utility of voting for Biden is greater than not voting for Biden, and so somehow that makes me a rape apologist. Get the fuck out of here. If you're gonna say we were gonna have a rapist in office, we were gonna have a rapist in office either way. I would rather choose the rapist that's gonna fuck us slightly less. Give me the rapist that fucks us slightly less, Paul.
Yeah, buddy. That's the problem that I have with your, I don't even have to respond. That's the problem that I have with your takes right there. If we're going to have a rapist, let us choose the better rapist.
We don't get to choose
what is
no
this
rapist.
leftism? What is this nonsense gobbledygook? And you know that it's fucking double-handed of you to be a fucking voice for women and then to participate in the election of the rapist of Tara Reid.
No, fuck you.
You know it's a blind spot in your fucking ideology, and you don't like I brought it up.
You know you're being dishonest, Paul.
Is this the new thing now? You're gonna fucking talk over me? I'm better at it than you.
You're talking
I've been
over
doing
me.
it longer. I've been doing it longer, Jamie. I've been doing it longer. Trust me. I was a drunken peasant.
You're louder than me. You're louder than me, and you're better at fucking gestalt-ing. So fuck off.
I am. I'm better at everything than you, Jamie. Everything.
Great. That's great. That's wonderful. Holy fuck. You know you're being dishonest. Like, I swear to God. Like, I can't be an advocate for women because I viewed voting for Biden a better act than voting for Trump or not voting. I didn't want Trump to be in office for another 4 years, so I don't care about women. Fuck you. My advocacy for Biden is directly tied to me caring for women and caring for LGBT people.
Just not Tara Reid.
Holy fuck. Absolutely. If Tara Reid is telling the truth, I feel so bad for her. I would love to have her come forward and tell her story and get justice. But
What if it mean that the election would be overturned because Biden committed a felony and that Trump would be president?
What is this bullshit hypothetical? That's
just
not going to happen. I don't know, Paul. I don't know. I'd have to weigh the options there and decide what would be the worst outcome overall. Because I'm a fucking utilitarian. I believe in whatever has the most positive outcome versus the most negative outcome.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, how would you help?
Done?
Yeah. Go ahead, Paul.
Go ahead with what?
This is horribly. This is not horribly organized. It's just not organized. I jump in when it's absolutely necessary. I'm letting them talk. Don't criticize my moderation, or your ass is gone. If you're here enjoying the fruits of what I've brought you, then you shut the fuck up and you do that, or you fuck seriously. Off and die. Sorry,
Pleb, please.
I said I'd be neutral towards you. I'm not gonna be neutral towards douchebags in the chat. So, yeah, go ahead, guys. Sorry.
Belly crawling plebs. Put them in their place, TJ. Whip them into shape. They're fucking up this discourse, TJ.
Exactly. Yes. They're horrible.
We give you the fucking entertainment. You lap it up from the bowl like a dog. Or you shut up.
All right. So Biden stuff. Go ahead. Whichever one of you is the Biden thing over? Is there anything anyone wants to say on that?
I don't understand what the fucking point is. I really don't understand what her contention is. My point was to point out.
So Paul, do you feel like you're bad faith? And if not,
no, I don't feel like I'm bad faith at all in pointing out a blind spot in Jamie's ideology.
So it's not a blind spot.
So when you say like
it's not a blind spot, yeah, that's the point of a blind spot. You don't know it's there, dipshit.
So when you Jamie said that when you call her an idiot and stuff, that's an example of bad faith.
If that's all I did, if all I did was like come out and go like Jamie Darkey's an idiot.
Paul, that's not all you did. You spent 40 minutes on multiple streams, like
I know. That's my point. Thanks for making my point for me, dipshit. Once again.
And then when I respond and I'm a little mad, Jamie's triggered. Oh, but you weren't triggered. You spend every single one of your streams triggered. Oh my God!
That's what I do for a living.
It's what I do for a living too, bitch. What's your problem? You're allowed to do
a problem. You're the one that had a problem. You're the one that made a whole stream called "Cutting the Salt" with a fucking thumbnail of my face on it to get people's clicks on it and shit.
What? My thumbnail had me in the thumbnail. Or are you talking about my last?
The final thumbnail will have me on it, right? That's your. You're kind of like before the thing thumbnail, and then you're gonna cut a thumbnail with Paul's ego on it, right? Because that's what you do with everybody else.
I normally don't really do that, no, but
You don't?
I don't know. But
there's
what would be
there's not a picture of me on the last time you responded to me going like
Well, because I specifically made that stream to respond to you because you wanted me to, which by the way
made the stream tonight called Cutting the Salt to respond to me.
Actually, I told my chat at the beginning, I was going to address it for like 20 minutes and then move on. But
here we still are. Isn't that crazy?
Holy fuck, Paul. Look, where I'm coming from, we have our disagreements. I think you're really dumb on some of your fucking positions. But you know what? I've tried my damnedest to be fucking charitable to you, to not jump to conclusions and assume the worst of you.
What is an example of one of those positions that you take issue with Paul? Like you think he's dumb on some positions. Like what's a position where he is just dumb, flat out?
I think the no confidence thing is really fucking dumb.
Why?
I think it's ineffective. I think all it does is disillusion people further from engaging in political advocacy, and it turns people.
But making people's political advocacy culminate in Biden makes people more excited to go vote the next time around when he fucks them in the ass the whole fucking 4 years.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
See,
Someone
see what I
donated.
mean? Your whole fucking ideology crumbles at the fingertips of mine.
What, repeat
My
what you just-
ideology touches yours and it withers before me. Don't you know that that's what happened tonight? I subsumed you in the previous conversation. Completely invalidated 40 minutes worth of your work last night and all of your stream tonight. And now I'm invalidating your position on Biden.
Is that what you think you're doing?
Yeah. You just said my fucking position on voting no confidence is ineffective. Tell that to the people that have a no confidence vote option in Europe and use it frequently.
No, Paul, I want to be very clear with you. I am all, and I've said this before, I am all for advocating for a change so that a no confidence vote is actually on the ballot. But
who's going to change it? Biden?
You just saying I'm not going to vote isn't going to.
No, I didn't say I'm not going to vote. I'm the bad faith one and I'm the straw manner, but I never said I wasn't going to vote, Jamie.
You're the one
Have you
saying.
not read the fucking primer on my Twitter? Do you not even know what no confidence is? I take it you don't. One of your little fucking drooling morons probably told you about no confidence, and you probably heard me talk about it for like 5 minutes.
No, Paul, I actually
listened about them. Why don't you explain what you think my position is?
From what I can understand, your position is basically that voting Democrat has gotten us nowhere over the years, and that having confidence in the system is you don't have confidence in the system, and you explain your position. If I'm Paul, if I'm misunderstanding,
you're the one that has the contention with my position. Why do I have to explain my position to you?
If I'm misunderstanding it, then clarify it, Paul.
I shouldn't have to do that though. It's very clear. This is your contention. You're asking me to make your contention for you.
You're the one running around.
DJ asked you a question. Give me a specific example of something you think Paul is stupid on. You said no confidence.
You're the one shaming people for not voting for voting for Biden. You're the one.
I do that because I think it was a stupid fucking move for anybody that was a leftist to vote for that fucking creep.
And I think you advocating that people just don't vote for president was a stupid fucking position. Because I think that if more people listened to you, we would have gotten fucking Trump for another 4 years.
We're probably going to get Trump for another 4 years anyway.
Holy fuck. Now you're the one that's dumb. Do you understand what the fuck is going on in the fucking Republican Party? You really think Donald Trump, after the insurrection attempt, after the fucking Republican Party is literally eating itself right now? The fact that Donald Trump, Trump supporters... a golden
statue of him at the RNC.
Holy fuck. The fact that's fine. Trump supporters are more and more being viewed as tantamount to Nazis. You really think Donald Trump is going to win again?
You're viewed as tantamount to Nazis before Donald Trump ever won the fucking presidency.
But it's becoming more of the fucking popular opinion that these people are insane.
It's going to sneak up and bite you right in the ass, isn't it? Some of you fresh-faced folk.
You think Trump is coming back?
Like, what? He's back? What? He's polling 70%? What? But Biden did jack shit for nobody. How did that happen? Oh my God, somebody using Trump. Or it'll be Pence. You people are just, you're gonna act like you're surprised. And you do nothing but shit on people like me that are going like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Trump 2.0's coming soon.
If he is, then why aren't we working on coalescing the left behind?
We're too busy shaming kink at Pride.
And you're too busy shaming people who voted for Biden.
Yep,
so I guess
dumbasses in the left that did the wrong thing and pulled a boner move. Yep. 4 more years of Trump right now would be way worse than 4 more years of Trump 2 years from now. What's your utilitarian view on that one, Jamie?
I don't believe.
Do nothing Biden presidency pause between 2 Trump terms is materially better than 2 Trump terms concurrently and then a leftist presidency. How?
If Trump comes back, then I advocate that we fight against him and we don't let him fucking win. But right now, we have a Democratic majority. We should be focusing on getting shit done. Not saying that, oh, fuck the Democrats, they're not doing anything.
You should be focusing on getting things done. Like what? Kink shaming Pride?
Holy fuck.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to advocate for policies that I actually believe will have a positive effect.
Aren't you just doing like drama streams where people are revealing like behind the scenes info and shit?
No, Paul. In fact, before I started my drama set, I don't even like calling them drama. Before I started those streams, I'm not going to talk about what they are because whatever. Everyone knows what I'm doing right now. I'm exposing some very disgusting people.
Leftist work out there, making sure that we don't get Trump again.
I have been doing some streams that are, yes, a little drama related, but I said right at the beginning of that the minute I'm done dealing with that drama, I'm not doing the fucking drama bullshit anymore. I'm going back to the political advocacy.
And you made a drama video tonight, and you're sitting in a drama stream right now that TJ's making money on.
I didn't do a drama video. I did a fucking a normal fucking chat stream where I was gonna sit and talk to my fucking chat, and I'm gonna vent about you a little bit because you're a fucking asshole. Like I own out. Like you can talk about me, and I can't talk about you. Like what the fuck?
No, you can. I am an asshole. You're right. See, that's because I have the ability to be self-effacing. I know that I'm a dick. You don't know that you're a pseudo-intellectual follower that tell everybody tomorrow that the sun shines purple on the earth if fucking Vosh said it.
Like that's ridiculous.
No, it isn't. It's the reality of your situation and your channel. Go back and look. It's fucking what you do is you take a take that comes out in a 20-minute Vosh video, and then you take 2 hours to repeat the same shit. That's your typical Jamie Darky take.
Have you ever sat through one of my fucking streams?
Yes, unfortunately for me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was back in the day a guest on one of your streams. And it sucked. You sat there and did nothing the whole time and expected your guest to do all the fucking lifting for you.
Yeah, no, my stream sucked. My channel was garbage. My channel was fucking garbage, Paul. Yeah.
Kind of like TJ right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
no, Paul, I fully admit that my channel was fucking hot garbage back then.
It still is.
Uh-huh. No, I believe that I put a lot of fucking effort into doing my fucking channel, into being better, having my own opinions, and into actually advocating for something. There's plenty of shit that I advocate for that Vosh has never fucking talked about. There's shit that I wish Vosh would fucking talk about that he doesn't. I seem to be one of the few people fucking talking about. I don't see anyone else out here talking about fucking issues of child abuse and issues of
parasocial.
What?
Like you're like. I agree with Vosh on everything, and here's a bunch of shit that I wish Vosh would talk about more.
No, I agree with Vosh on some shit. I disagree with him on other things, and there's stuff that.
What?
Like I literally just said, there's dude. I don't agree with Vosh's takes about like violence as leftists. I don't agree with his low-key takes about violent revolution.
Is incredibly vague.
Yeah, it's a broad topic that I'm overly against. I don't like violence.
Hold on. Wait. Stop for a second. So, just really quickly, what is Vosh's position on that you disagree with?
Vosh has talked about the need for engaging in violence at times. And look, I think if we're forced to, that's fine. But I don't think it should be push forward. I don't think it should be advocated for that we do violent shit. And I don't like his gun takes. I don't like guns, and I don't like the idea that like, oh, we need to be pushing more leftists to have guns. Have your guns if you want them, but like I don't want to further a gun culture in this country. I think there's too damn many fucking guns already.
I don't want.
Yes,
wait a minute. So hold on, Paul. Would you? So it seems to me, and Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong, that Jamie is saying that an area of disagreement with Vosh would be that she does not like his gun positions or his references to even eventual violence. So Jamie finds herself more pacifist than Vosh. Would you say that is a significant deviation from the ideology of Vosh enough to satisfy you that she is not a Vosh sycophant? No. And if not, why not?
Vosh is incredibly pacifistic. He doesn't preach violence at all. I don't know what takes she's talking about. He doesn't talk about
Vosh.
Like he has a standard fucking lefty position on the riots that took place at the during the lockdowns and shit last year in 2020, the BLM riots. But like he didn't advocate for fucking violence any more than the average fucking lefty bread tube person did. He just like was materially supportive of BLM. And pretty much everything he preaches is like, look, dude, we can't do violence right now. We don't have the material conditions to do violence, even if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So let's vote for Joe Biden over and over again until someday magically, like the moment comes where like socialism, you know.
Like I said, he's made some low key implications that I wasn't fucking down. Look, Paul, what is this?
It's still vague
Paul,
shit.
holy fuck, Paul, what is this gotcha bullshit? Like, oh, come up with a thing you disagree with.
You're the one that said it, and I asked a clarifying fucking question.
Paul, what I don't agree with Vosh on everything, but yeah, I agree with him on most things because I think he's very pragmatic in most of his positions.
We're almost there, Jamie. We're almost there. I'm not allowed been able to demonstrate one thing you don't agree with Vosh on.
I'm not allowed to agree with Vosh on most things.
Everything.
Not every. Holy fuck. I agree with the majority of his positions because I believe that the majority of his takes are correct.
You were talking earlier about your personal growth and stuff, and like how you learned to have your own opinions, and how you're proud of that and shit. Didn't you just go from having TJ's opinions to now having Vosh's opinions? You never really have had your own opinions, have you?
No, because like I said, I agree with Vosh on some things, but I have a lot. God, holy fuck, Paul. Who the fuck forms their own opinions in a vacuum without any fucking influence?
And I'd rather not be referenced since I can't jump in this by the rules.
I was
of the
just
engagement.
asking a question.
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't bring me
into it.
Ask don't bring.
Wait a minute.
No,
hold on, moderator.
You can't bring me into
your sensibilities here tonight, sir.
Yeah, well, you can't bring me into it because I'm not able to participate in any way that seems biased. So
I didn't bring you into it. I referenced Jamie. Or do you deny that Jamie was a longtime fan and sycophant of yours?
The point's been made. You've gotten
the point
is
made.
So. I'm just saying we can't go down that line because I'll have to jump in.
You went from being a TJ sycophant to being a Vosh sycophant. That's the point I made. I won't expound on it. I'm not asking TJ to back me on that.
I think that's extremely fucking uncharitable of you to fucking assume.
You can't demonstrate a single fucking thing, specifically a take that Vosh has made. And he's a very specific guy, by the way. What I've watched of Vosh, and I've actually had a conversation with Vosh.
Like
very specific guy. He very drills down to the specifics, right? And both I and the moderator have asked you, please, could you provide us a specific example of what you disagree with about Vosh?
Motherfucker, I'm not on trial here. Like I have to sit here and prove to you that I don't. Let me goddamn fucking finish a fucking sentence. You fucking dick. I swear to God. Like Yes, I agree with Vosh on most things. What the fuck is your point? Does that mean that they're not my opinions because I listened to them and I made the decision to be like, yes, I agree with this. I don't agree with all of Vosh's take. I don't like his gun takes. And I think that I can't think of every little fucking disagreement right off the top of my head, but there's been plenty of things that he said that I'm like, I'm not 100% on that. I wish he didn't say that. I wish he didn't go that far. But like, okay, I fucking clearly I think similarly to the way that he does, so I fucking tend to agree most with a lot of his takes. What's your point?
That you have no takes of your own and that you're an idiot and a coward.
I don't like. How do I defend myself on that?
Would you guys
ask me?
Would you guys be willing to take
accusation? I'm not.
Would you guys be willing to take questions or comments from the chat here?
I don't know about these plebs, man. Are they gonna treat me with the respect and fucking dignity that I deserve?
If you guys want to,
I'm a goddamn. I'm a beautiful man. Look at me.
If the chat wants to super chat anything, CJ's the griftiest grifter. I mean, yeah, this is. I'm not even. It's nakedly about that. It's 100%. Yeah. Go ahead, y'all. That's not an argument, Paul. That's from Do It Live. What's not an argument? Do It Live. In fact, never mind. You don't get a clarifying remark.
This is a stupid idea. This is, like they're dumb as fuck in there. They're dumber than Jamie Darkey in there. Otherwise, they'd be Jamie Darkey.
But I'm trying to encourage super chats. So
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're great.
Right.
Please.
Paul, my point is nobody fucking forms their positions in a vacuum. Nobody. Everyone has influences for some of their positions.
Most
Some of
people
my
don't
positions come
vacuum
from
all
Vosh.
of their positions off of somebody else, though.
I don't. I have plenty of
If
positions.
you guys want to sound off at Paul or Jamie, throw it out there. But super chat it. Got to super chat that shit. I can't. I'm colorblind. I can't see. I got to. Yeah, show me that. That's what I'm looking for.
Gotta be a super chat.
It's got to be a super chat. You know, I can only see super chats. I'm blind to regular chats. Would you demand the same family-friendly environment in gatherings like concerts and festivals? I'm assuming that's towards Jamie. I guess that could be towards both of you.
No, because pride is a. I don't want to argue at the pride thing anymore. God fucking damn it. All I did was fucking say that, yeah, I don't disagree with Vosh, and everyone's fucking jumping down my throat I'm fucking trying to
Just say
change
I'm wrong,
pride.
Jamie. It'll feel better. You'll feel better at the end. Just say I was wrong about that.
Hold on, we got a question for Paul. Paul, are your opinions all just reactions to the fact that you lost a chunk of your audience to Vosh after embarrassing yourself on his
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
oh my God.
I believe
yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah, man. You know, when I fucking embarrassed myself in front of Milo, man, I knew right at that moment that my fucking career was over and done. And I don't know if it'll ever recover from this Milo debacle.
I'll
they said
debate.
Vosh.
So
They said when you talk to Vosh. what?
Origin of Language, $4.99. I'll debate Paul and his no confidence, but he's a coward and never responds to my criticisms.
Hey,
of him
Jamie, hold on,
Twitter.
wait a minute. Reread that one for me in a minute. But Jamie, you're a dumbass who the joke flew right over your head. The point was, I've fucking stood toe to toe with Milo during the height of his popularity and was told by a bunch of empty-headed, gong-headed, fucking mutton-headed buffoons just like you that my career was over. You lost your audience. Oh, dude, fucking Milo pwned yo out. And here I am still cashing fat motherfucking checks,
No,
Jamie.
I'm not saying your career's over, but I'm saying
Now walk it back. Now walk it back like a punk fucking ass.
I think you are fucking bitter about Vosh.
I'm
Yeah,
sick of your weak bullshit, Jamie. I ain't bitter about shit. I've been doing this since you was in diapers, motherfucker. Don't tell me what's what.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice. I
I
agree.
shit on your fucking
Hashtag
chest,
we were
motherfucker.
there. That's
I
in the
pull
East.
down my pants and I shit on your stream, bitch.
I agree with everything Vosh says. Fine. All you do is disagree with everything Vosh says.
You're a fucking snooze, Jamie. You're a nothing streamer. You're a fucking re-streamer of Vosh's content. You take something that's presented eloquently and you turn it into an insane fucking 2-hour ramble that nobody's gonna fucking listen to. You're a fucking empty-headed buffoon leech on the fucking popularity of other people. You have been your entire fucking career. That's that.
Hold on, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on.
This is about. You don't like that I fucking gained prominence of your fucking community, Paul?
I have a gavel, all right? Order. Motherfuck. Paul and Jamie, would you have preferred a more structured debate, says Dylan Hauser Shulk.
No, I would have. I like this kind of. This is not a debate. I like this kind of shit because I think a structured debate would give a coward like Jamie Darkey some way to like I don't know, just gish gallop for 20 fucking minutes. Like I like being able to like jump in when she says something stupid or wrong or straw mans me.
I'm the one gish galloping and straw manning. Okay. No, I would have much preferred a very different discussion. I wanted a good faith discussion with you, Paul. That's why after you fucking made that brain dead fucking take about me being a rape apologist, that I said, come on my fucking stream and we'll talk about it. Not because I was trying to start up drama, but because I wanted to get to the bottom of our fucking disagreements rather than further. Okay, Paul. Holy fuck.
Jeez. All right.
What? I'm jovial. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
So the lobsters, lobotomies and monopolies says, I don't want to argue the pride thing anymore. Very telling. Good idea, Jamie.
Yeah. I mean, what else needs to be said?
Because I never fucking took a hard stance on it in the fucking first place.
Just 40 minutes worth of Vosh drivel.
Vosh talked about it. It was being talked about. I did a stream.
And you gotta take the take that he had, and you fucking you swallowed your leg just like he did, and you're doing the same thing he's doing.
What would you have said?
I can hold both positions at once. No, you can't. You just swallowed your leg. Just say I swallowed my leg.
There is a Paul criticism. The Paul Freak Show says Paul is sadly arguing against Jamie to get people off of him so that no one says that Vosh lives rent-free in Ball's salt mine of a skull. Pathetic.
There's my response to that.
Archmagos says, I hate this, but I'm giving
Yeah,
TJ money because he's very persuasive. Thank you. Garen with the tire iron says, this is turning into a bitch boy slap fight, and I'm eating it up. That's all it was ever gonna says, be. Hey, what do you fellas think of Jimmy Dore, based or cringe? Oh based. Yeah, Jimmy Dore.
Yeah. That's the person Paul gets a lot of his opinions from. Oh yeah, force the vote, guys. Don't vote for Democrats, guys.
What?
What do you mean what? What do you mean what?
Tuna Box says, let's be honest, this was really about Bosch. I don't think I'm gonna be able to disrupt this, but just letting you know that he said that.
So I get all my takes from Jimmy Dore?
Not all of them, but yeah, a lot of your brain dead takes. I hear Jimmy Dore spewing that shit first.
Okay, so what? Jimmy Dore has similar takes to my takes. What's your contention?
Yeah, that's my point. Vosh has similar takes to my takes. I can make the same goddamn argument.
No, you parrot exactly what fucking Vosh says.
No, I don't.
And then as soon as somebody fucking confronts you on it, you crumple.
I crumple? What?
Like tonight, oh God, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Why'd you come on then?
No, because first of all, I came on to get to the bottom of whatever fucking shit you have against me.
Oh, well, yeah, that was answered in my opening statement. You're an idiot.
I have a $20 person who just asks, looking for some positivity. Hold on. Wait a minute. This person's looking for a little positivity in this shitstorm. Can you each compliment each other about something real quick?
Ooh, wow, that's tough, isn't it? You want to flip a coin?
No, because I can actually, you know what? I can actually compliment you in good faith. I don't think that you're capable of doing that. So I'll let you go first, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to grace you with a fucking compliment that you probably don't deserve.
Wow, damn, that's going to be a genuine fucking compliment, man. I can't wait to hear that one. You're not the dumbest bag of rocks that I've ever run across.
You know what, Paul? No, I'm gonna give you a good faith compliment because I'm not as much of a fucking asshole as you are. You know what, Paul? You're really good at fucking you're really good at being entertaining. You're good at ranting. You're good at performing. You're good at all of that shit. And that's why I've watched you for years, even though I think your takes are brain dead at times. Because I still enjoy watching
one of them or why it's brain dead or whatever. Yeah, I got it.
Well, I've done several fucking holy shit. I've done several streams explaining my voting for Biden's stance, and I've already explained it to you a million times. I did a whole fucking stream responding to you. If you want to say that I'm still an idiot because I hold those takes, fine. But like, I don't know what that has to do with my character as a person.
Goat versus Fish says, Jamie, are you goat or fish?
I remember you from the LA meetup, yo. I'm always goat forever. All right.
The Spiff. Let's see. Just wanted to say thank you, Paul, for making my night much more interesting. Don't feel bad, Jamie. I wouldn't stand a second in the ring with Ball.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least I'm trying.
Funt for Sat says single by. Sorry. Go ahead, Jamie.
No, I was just gonna say I don't expect to like win this exchange in a lot of people's minds. That's fine. I get it. Paul has more influence than me here. I don't really give a shit.
Funfter Sat says single by trans Pisces Scorpio rising. This was an awesome impromptu stream. Paul, does that fox have babies? The one in your yard?
Yeah, that's 2 kids.
Nice.
Sup to all the Biden voting Vosh simps. # no confidence. By the way, just full disclosure, right. I am a Biden voting Vosh simp as well.
Yeah, are you a rape apologist?
But you're a simp for a Vosh that doesn't exist anymore. Horsecock Vosh is gone.
I can't even get involved. So I made a vow. I'm not getting involved. So
that's fair, but I know you can't get involved. But I wonder if Paul would call you a rape apologist for voting for Biden.
He can do it any day he wants. We should do
Is
shows
TJ
together
a rape
constantly.
Apologist, Paul?
Hey, you can't drag me in.
Is
Don't
TJ
drag me
dishonest?
in. We can talk about
you can't. If I'm not allowed to fucking even invoke TJ's name, you're not allowed to fucking like.
I can't get into it. So, and I'm gonna get into it if it's fucking turns to me. So I can't fucking do that. So
stand on your own argument.
Jamie,
over on your own.
Attack.
Jamie seems to be. Yeah, that's fine. Jamie seems to be spiraling. Can't wait to watch this from the start tomorrow. That's from Ian.
I'm wondering
Dimitru.
how fucking high up we are because the spiral started at the beginning and it just never stopped.
Miss Alenia Fox, somebody feed Paul a Snickers bar or something. His takes have been very bad and angry tonight. JC says, why does Paul think Trump will win in 2024? I highly doubt it due to his age. Paul, do you want to briefly answer that?
What was that now?
There's a lot of reasons.
I guess he doesn't want to. Goon with a tire.
No. I mean, like, what was the like? What like?
Oh, they
so
said,
why won't
they
Trump run? Is that what
they
they're
said?
saying?
Basically, Trump's too old to run, and they don't agree with your take that he's going to be back.
I just don't even know how to counter that other than that I disagree. I think that like every year for the last every electoral cycle for the last I don't know how many presidents have just gotten older. And so like Biden was the oldest president that we ever elected. Trump was the oldest president before that we'd ever elected. Hillary Clinton would have been the oldest president we'd ever elected if Trump hadn't been. And so I see no reason to believe why the next president that we elect won't be the oldest. You know what I mean? Like,
Goon
as long like, look, dude, here's the thing. I'll be charitable about this. The only thing that I think that will stop Trump from running again, I won't say whether or not he'll win. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But I've got a good idea that if the fucking country just remains with nothing done for it under Joe Biden, he keeps dropping bombs and, you know, just being a fucking piece of creepy shit, then there's a good chance he would win. That's my opinion. But he won't. The only reason he doesn't run is if he has some kind of medical crisis. He has a heart attack or a stroke or some shit. And then at that point, I think there's a good chance we get Ivanka.
All right.
So I don't know if you think.
Oh yeah, she's gonna win.
Hold on,
She'll win.
We can return to that in a minute.
Okay.
Goon with a tire iron says Paul fat, Jamie a rape apologist. Debate over.
Okay.
Damn. Both of us fucking like Jamie. I'm closing my channel if you close yours because we've been burned.
Yeah,
it's too thick of
cinders. So yeah, let's return to this Trump thing for a second because it seems like there might be a little meat on that bone. If you guys are willing to keep going.
There might be a little bone in this meat, you know. That's how I feel about it, TJ.
All right, there you go then.
I don't know. I really don't know what. Yeah, I can never pin down a Jamie Darky position on anything, so I don't know what the deal is here.
I don't think Trump has a chance of winning. That's my position.
All right, so Jamie, why not?
Because I think Trump
has Hillary Clinton.
Hold on. Jamie,
I think Trump has largely fucked himself in a lot of ways. I think that insurrection thing didn't help optics for Trump and his camp. I think
not for people that want to vote against Trump. It didn't.
Hold on.
I think Trump and his ilk have are coming off as more and more unhinged. And I look, are the Republicans always going to be a threat in one way or another? Sure, but like I don't think that Trump himself is going to come back. I don't think he's going to have the money or the ability to. I don't think he's going to like honestly, it's very clear right now that all Trump is doing is using his campaign funds to pay off his own debts. And I have serious doubt that he's actually going to be able to run a successful fucking campaign, especially after all the fucking shit. Like a lot of people are going to just look back and be like, the Trump presidency was fucking dog shit. We don't want to go back to that. Who the fuck is going to want to go back to that?
As opposed to the Biden presidency, which has been a bed of fucking roses so far. It's been great.
Primary Biden. I mean, Biden's probably not going to run in the next election anyway.
So we have a
primary.
We have a question for Jamie here from Big Chungus for $5. Jamie, do you agree with Vosh that Marxism is an extension of liberalism and that Marxism-Leninism doesn't exist? How much of a lib are you?
Marxism is an extent of liberalism. What? No, if that's what, I don't think Vosh said that, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, okay, look, Marxism is, okay, if what you're saying is, because I believe what Vosh said was that, Marxism or socialism is more like the logical, like, next step. It's you know, we had, feudalism, we had capitalism, we got liberalism. It moves a little bit, and the next step forward is you know, Marxist ideology in order to, you know, decommodify and shit like that. If that's what you mean, then maybe, but like I think it's the next step forward. It's what we need to be aspiring to. And whether it's, I don't think it's just coming to a lot of people think, yeah, it's just going to replace, it's a new system to out with the old. No, it's a way of building upon and making the system that we have that's broken better, and fixing a lot of the holes that we have in it. And you know, yeah.
Wow, that cleared it up, man. That guy bought a full explanation for his.
I don't know. That was a very odd question. So it was
very odd.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was all direct and asked for like specifics and stuff from you. I know it's odd when people do that. Hey, can I take a pee break real quick?
Yeah,
is that
that's
okay?
Fine.
Is a pee break built into this to the debate format? Can I go pee?
Sure, go pee.
I also need more water. I'll prove it to the moderator. I'm dry.
That's fine.
And I'm croaky.
That's fine.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry if that answer wasn't super direct, but I don't feel like the question was super direct. I don't know if Marxism is an extent. It depends on how you look at it. You can view it as something new that's gonna like replace the liberalism, or you can view it as like the next step.
I will tell you one thing that I have learned, just as a bit of charitable advice, is that if I don't really understand a question I'm asked, I usually just admit that. I feel like maybe that was a little bit I don't know.
Sure. No, I will say, like, I didn't fully understand what that person was trying to say, but I tried to answer it to the best of my ability.
I got you.
Whatever.
But I would have just said, like, I don't really know what you're talking about. I have to, like, look into whatever you're saying. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
Because I
no,
think
fair enough.
I think it's better. I'm really saying that in all charity because I really did kind of, like, not follow that answer.
I get that. No, I don't think look, yeah, I will be honest. I don't know all the specific details about Marxism and liberalism and the fuck, look, I know what policies I want to push for.
Right.
All right. I don't think theory is the most important thing. I think just pushing policies and be like, no, this is what we need to do.
So
I don't really care
about
Marx.
What would you say are your like boilerplate?
I've never read Marx.
Okay, I haven't either. What would you say are your boilerplate like beliefs then? Like, what do you want to see implemented? Is it basically the Bernie Sanders agenda? Is it something that goes further than the Bernie Sanders agenda?
I'd go further. I want to decommodify everything. I want to decommodify healthcare, housing, food to an extent. I want to decommodify education, and I want to work towards democratizing the workplace. And democratizing everything, really, communities.
So you want more public ownership of, like goods and services in like whatever, and so basically just like decommodify everything and
everything that's a necessity. I believe.
So would you say like when you decommodify, are you talking about like a decentralized like sort of like social order where like we don't have an overarching state, or is there like a state entity that's like acting on behalf of the people? Like,
well, we can't get rid of the state anytime soon. I'm for saying that, we need to decommodify all the necessities. I'm still for keeping a market where, non-necessities are still sold. I want innovation, and I believe that if necessities are decommodified, we can have that innovation and we can invent better things. We can create better art, That's the kind of society that I'm for. But in the short term, no, we can't get rid of any state. In the long term, maybe.
So here is a person that's thrown out a random thought for $10. This is Rare Stern says, some folks say that the main existential difference between the bread tube id pole left and the class reductionist dirtbag left, I think this person has fucking, okay, I shouldn't be providing color commentary, is narcissism and extreme mental illness. Your thoughts. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
So basically, I'll reread it, and I don't really blame you for, this person's got a little bit up their ass, I think. I'm just going to fucking say it.
Yeah.
Some folks say that the main existential difference between the bread tube id pole left, so basically bread tubers, and the class reductionist dirtbag left, so that basically, like, I don't even know an example, but maybe Paul, is narcissism and extreme mental illness. Your thoughts? I don't even know who's being accused of being narcissistic and mentally ill. Like, which are you saying is okay?
That's my question. I'm assuming they're saying that I assume by
$100. Fuck the $100 guy came in. Anyway, I mean, everyone has a voice here in the TJ channel.
Everyone.
Please discuss hashtag no confidence once Paul comes back. I want to hear Jamie's criticisms and Paul's responses to those criticisms, and then Jamie's responses to Paul's responses, and so on and so forth. Okay.
All right, well,
no confidence. This person paid $100 for it. I will fucking facilitate that.
Well, I want to know
what they want. They said, I want to hear Jamie's criticisms and Paul's responses. So, Paul, very briefly, what is hashtag no confidence?
Yeah, summarize it, please, since I don't know what it is.
So it is a movement of people who see the writing on the wall that the DNC is a poisonous entity that funnels leftist energy into neoliberal action, both in the Senate and the House and nationally and at the state levels. Pretty much a failure across the board. So I encourage people to register to vote as independents, to vote down ballot on initiatives locally, to vote on local non-DNC or RNC affiliated candidates. But in some of the many choices that you're given where you don't have a non-DNC or RNC affiliated candidates, I am saying that people should write in no confidence in those instances to remove themselves from the poisoned electoral process and to starve, hopefully, the DNC so that it can be replaced with an organization that actually supports people-based, worker-based, labor-based leftist action and not stupid, empty-headed fucking drivel like Jamie Darkey talks about all the goddamn day. So that's what no confidence is about. Voting locally, voting on things that aren't affiliated directly with some poisoned piece of shit fucking false duopoly party. And, or, you know, I've told people too, because this came up kind of early on in the movement, like, what if I want to vote third party, Paul? I'm not looking over your shoulder in the fucking voting booth. Really, all I care about in the movement is that you didn't vote for a fucking DNC hack. So if you're willing to make that commitment, then you can vote third party all fucking day. I don't give a shit. So there you go.
Hold on, we have an agitator in the chat here.
Oh shit.
Origin of language. What is your issue? You keep spamming the same thing.
What's he saying?
I have not seen a super chat from you. So what is your question?
Yeah,
I gave you money for an answer. I gave you money for an answer. You cannot avoid me.
What do you want?
They asked a question like way earlier. I thought we already read it.
What do you want here? You have like 5 fucking seconds to answer the goddamn question and say what you want.
What's he building in there?
Yeah, what's your goddamn question?
I don't need no fucking agitators in the goddamn chat. I don't put up with that shit here.
Paul is out of control. I agree, bro. I'm doing 500 and out of control.
I guess I fucking brought the conversation to a halt with my being overly concerned with what's going on in the chat, but this motherfucker...
Oh, it's your quiet, baby. You know what's going on in the chat?
So anyway...
Fuck bullshit, dude. As usual.
He was the dude that said he wanted to debate Paul. That's what he's bitching about.
Well, then fucking take that up with Paul on your own fucking time. Shut up.
Yeah, no, fuck
moron.
him. He don't get that. He didn't pay me for shit.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, I don't want if you fucking bring that shit up in here again, ban his ass. Anyway, guys, so that Paul laid out what no confidence is. What's the problem with no confidence, Jamie?
My criticism is basically that I don't think it's going to be effective. I don't think just not voting for the DNC, I don't think that's going to hurt the DNC. I think they're just going to start focusing on catering to the people who actually will vote for them. And you're not going to convince white suburban middle class liberals to just not vote Democrat because it'll destroy the party and start something new. Like the left, the leftist socialists, we are a minority in this country, a tiny minority. We don't have much of a voice. I really don't believe that us being like, well, we're not voting for president, we're just not doing it, no confidence, I don't think that'll have any effect whatsoever. I think all it does is give the DNC further excuse to not listen to us.
If it doesn't have any effect whatsoever, isn't it like a morally neutral action? Isn't that better than having the effect of like further financing bombing of Palestinian children or Yemeni genocides and stuff?
Maybe from your perspective, it might.
Yeah, here we go.
Holy fuck, Paul. Like, whatever. I'm trying to stay calm. Okay, maybe from your perspective, yeah, it's like a morally whatever action, but like I do think that it has like a negative effect. I think telling more people to not vote Democrat will mean that we're gonna have more and more Republicans winning, and I don't think Republicans are good for this party.
Republicans can't win again after the goddamn fucking.
If we play our cards right, not if we got people.
Okay, so how are we playing our cards right now?
Not if we got people like you running around telling everyone to not vote for the Democrats.
It's gonna be my fault now if you guys lose. Is that so? You're unveiling the next when the Democrats take a fucking fat dick in the mouth in 2022 in the midterms, you're gonna be like, oh, see, it was dude. I'm like fucking Nostradamus with Jamie Darkey. Here's the take.
You're the one
people
blaming
like Paul's ego that made this happen. If Paul's ego would have been just gotten on the board, then we wouldn't have lost the house.
Paul, you're the one blaming people like me for bombings in Syria or whatever because you're like, oh, well, you voted for Biden.
You vote for the people that perpetrate them. Yeah. Who should I blame? I never didn't vote for that person. The Trumpies.
I never said it's your fault if they don't, if Republicans win, but I do think people
it can't be because I didn't vote for them.
People like you contributing to this narrative that we shouldn't be voting Democrat does, if more and more people jump onto that and your movement becomes some widespread thing where a lot of lefties just don't want to vote Democrat, then yeah, it might be your fault if your movement is the one that makes it so Democrats never win again.
My movement becomes a widespread thing. Your ass will be right there on the bandwagon, and I'll welcome you too.
Oh no, Paul! I've said that if your movement actually becomes widespread and effective, that I will absolutely because
how the fuck do you think it's going to become effective with dumbass, empty-headed fucking morons like you arguing against it constantly, Paul, but not actually functionally opposing it?
Why can't we have a fucking dialogue about it? Like,
because you're too dumb to have a dialogue, Jamie. As I've been telling you all night, and you don't seem to get it yet. And here you are again. You've arrived at it again. Jamie Darkey doesn't understand the point.
I may not be as educated on every single.
So you're waiting for my movement to get big so you can jump on it.
Paul,
how do you think my movement's going to get big with dumbasses like you dragging their heels and voting for the kid sniffer?
I am for leftist advocacy. Whatever type of
voting for the DNC then, because there's no leftists over there.
I am for whatever leftist advocacy.
I want to jump in with a commentary from Brianna Camp for $5. Paul will never get his ideas going the way he speaks to people. It's disgusting and rude. Don't mock the people you want to win over.
Oh my God, dude. Brianna Camp is a regular in my fucking ideologies, number one. Number two, I don't really give a fuck about winning people over, Brianna. I guess that's a personality flaw of mine, but I'm not out here to politic. I'm out here to say what I believe.
What is
dude, and I'm sorry, hold on, Jamie, quit fucking jumping in. She didn't talk to me.
She didn't talk to you, but I can't interrupt you.
She didn't ask you shit, Jamie, so please know your role. Just sit down and shut up.
Know my place. I need to stay in my place.
Oh, okay, so you want to answer the $5 super chat? Okay, let me get out of my lane then. Go ahead.
How are you going to win people over? Like, what is no confidence if you're not trying to win? What are you even talking about then? You don't want to win people over? Like, what is this? You're not trying to win me. You're not trying to win anyone over. What is a movement then if you're not trying to win people over? Like, what are you doing other than just getting performatively mad? That's all I see from your fucking channel. That's all I see from any movement that you claim to be a part of.
But if it gets big, you'll join it, though, right?
Okay, let me fucking clarify.
You fucking hypocrite. You punk ass hypocrite. Get the hints from me. This is why you're an idiot, Jamie Darkey.
TJ, can I please finish?
Holy fuck.
TJ, jump in for me, please, here, and let me answer the question that was directed at Paul, please.
There are some
Because,
people.
no,
Yeah, go ahead.
Because TJ interrupted me originally with that super chat. What I was trying to say is, look, I am for leftist advocacy. I want the left to fight it out, come up with whatever we decide, whatever we end up deciding as the left is going to be our movement going forward. I will fall in line and say, yep, this is what we need to do in order to achieve leftism in this country. But I can disagree with you and say, no, I don't think your movement should be the one to be at the forefront. But if
until it is.
But if
and then you'll be a good little follower and act like you believed in it all the time. I was above ground floor, no confidence.
What is these bad faith assumptions? No, I will fully admit that I was not always on board, but I'll say, you know what? This is what the left has widely accepted and agreed to. So fine, if this is our path forward, I won't fight it, and I'll get on board because I want the left to win. I want us to do better. And if
you want us to win, but you think that my strategy would make us lose. But if the whole left adopted it, you would adopt the losing strategy because you're a black sheep, have you any wool?
If the whole left were to adopt your strategy, I wouldn't really be able to fight against it at that point. And I'd have to say, well, this is what the left is doing now. Because I've said, and I've made this criticism of the left many times, Republicans, and I know whatever, people are going to say, oh, this is a Vosh take, but whatever. Republicans are really fucking good at falling in line and getting done what they need to get done. The left is not. So I want to see the left. I want us to fight it out. I want us to try to come to the best possible solutions possible. But then once the prevailing ideas end up winning in the left, I will say, look, I will do whatever it takes to make the left win.
Yeah,
because
wherever somebody with a strong enough personality will lead you, you will follow. We've established that at least tonight, if nothing else.
This is so bad faith.
Everything's bad faith. This is so bad faith. Just put it on repeat. Just get a sound drop. Like
it is. That's the fucking core of your fucking arguments. It's just bad faith whining. I don't know what to fucking do with you. Like I'm trying to be fucking charitable. I'm trying to even fucking give you the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, if your movement ends up winning out and I end up being wrong and the wider left ends up saying, yup, Paul's right, we're getting on board with Paul, then I'll say, you know what, fine.
Did you even, you know what term I never heard Jamie Darkey use until Vosh became popular? Bad faith.
Because
bad faith. Faith.
Wait, well,
Paul, I disagree with you, Jamie Dark. Oh my God, you're so bad faith. It's like like a tick with you now.
In fairness, Bosch did introduce many terms into the popular lexicon.
Paul, I would have called you disingenuous before that because it's the same idea. Yeah, I use bad faith more because it's something that people say, holy fuck, what is this? What are you mocking my way of speaking? Like what is this?
Here we go, dude. Victim fucking complex bullshit. Get over yourself, bitch. I'm not mocking you. I've got 5 trans people on my mod team on my channel. I know more trans people than you've probably ever met in real life. Don't get on my fucking case, bitch. I'm a queer from back in the day. Don't get on my fucking case. I don't fucking kowtow to your moral fucking. Oh, you're making fun of the way I talk. Yes, I'm making fun of you. You're
Why do you need to do that to make your argument? I
don't have to do it. I choose to do it, dummy.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. I try to at least.
Yeah, you take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll
hold on. You guys are
wait,
just so you guys know, you are giving solace to the enemy. Master Rebel says, as a far rightist, this infighting is very entertaining. So you guys are aiding. You guys are giving fucking comfort to the enemy. So.
This is what I don't want these discussions to be vitriolic like this. I want them to be fucking intellectual. I want us to try to come to fucking some kind of fucking middle ground or some kind of fucking like.
I'm gross. How am I fucking gross? Wait a minute. Like look at the fucking Jamie fucking cheerleader squad in your chat. Oh my God, Paul's gross because I didn't let Jamie walk down the. Are you bullying me for being trans? No, dumb bitch. I'm not bullying you for being trans. I'm bullying you for being an idiot.
I didn't say you were bullying me for being trans. I said, why?
You weren't going down that road? You're trying to make fun of the way I speak? Is that what this is? You weren't going down that road, Jamie? I'm bad faith, though. Fuck off. Don't come check my cred, bitch. I've been queer since way before you came out. Don't check my shit. Don't fucking even insinuate that shit to me unless you're willing to back it with something. You don't know
around
fuck
longer
all.
than you. I'm older than you, and I know more. So shut up. And
yeah, I do. I've lived more life than you've had on this fucking planet.
The minute,
yes,
in my
I do
opinion,
know more than you.
The minute people
I was
older,
queer while you were boiling in your dad's balls, dumbass.
The minute
bow
people
down and fucking respect and read a book.
I'm not going to respect you.
Or shut your hole.
Fuck you. I'm not going to respect you just because you're older than me, Paul.
Shut up then.
What? You're seriously going to pull age rank on me? I'm older than you. I've been around longer. So
what are you going to do about it? I've been gay since before you were boiled out of your dad's balls.
What does that have to do with anything?
Lived experience, you dumb fuck.
What about my lived experience as a closeted fucking trans person for my entire life? Oh, that doesn't fucking matter.
Good on you. You want to fucking hold that over my fucking head as a queer?
Hold on one second. Johnny Lopan says, I'm a leftist that will advocate against women's rights and pretend to care about the LGBT as I tell them how they are allowed to express themselves. I think that's a jab at Jamie there.
I never told people how they're allowed to express themselves. I just said maybe it's not the greatest idea to put this thing front and center on display in a movement where we're trying to pull in
Dude, your fucking friend Chelsea called you out on trying to control people, dumbass. Go look at the stream. It's all still there in the chat record. You saying Chelsea's fucking misrepresenting you too? You were hella fucking blatantly telling people how they should act and shit in the chat.
Chelsea misunderstood my position. And you know what? If me and Chelsea
didn't misunderstand your fucking position. She got it dead on balls right.
Me and Chelsea have a disagreement in this position. At least Chelsea didn't go do a fucking stream ranting about me for 40 minutes, throwing ad homs and mockeries at me.
That's what I do. That's what that's my job.
TJ didn't do that fucking either, and I disagreed with him on this too.
No, he just did that on another stream where he fucking pwned your ass and then had to come back and apologize to you.
Try not to bring me into
this. My ass?
Yeah, I didn't bring you up. I just responded.
That's fine. I'm just saying to both of you.
Please don't instruct me. Instruct Jamie, please. I didn't bring you up.
I'm just throwing it out there into the room because once again, I can't.
Jamie's the one that keeps coming to you for the hug box, not me.
What? Okay.
Hold on, I have a $10 stream. Wait, no, I just got that. Okay, there we go. $10. Hi, TJ. Nice skeleton. Is that an alien? Cool. Fun times. My ears are bleeding. Sorry about the ear bleed. Paul Nuke incoming. There you go. Yeah, the skeleton is an alien. It's you can't even. Yeah, you can see it right now. I guess. There you go. Yeah, it's a little alien skeleton. It's named Greg. For Paul, any particular reason you changed sunglasses mid-debate?
My swag level changed, like, between the beginning of the debate. At the beginning of the debate, it was the fucking aviators with the American flag swag level, and then it leveled up to the soccer mom swag that you see me sporting here. I call this the Honda Odyssey about to take Aiden to the soccer game swag. So there you go.
I think you're just trying to hide your tears there, Paul.
Well, the reason I don't want to be involved, from the chat person there, the reason I don't want to be involved is because I told the part of the prerequisite for this even starting was I was like, I will not take a side.
Yeah.
I am not here to be on anyone's side. I'm just here to facilitate the conversation and to direct it as much as possible. Without, of course, trying to control it.
I should say I probably don't have much longer, so whatever you want to do to wrap this up or start winding it down.
So the East says, sounds like that's fine. I'll wrap it up in a minute. Sounds like Dusty jumping around saying he doesn't want to control people, but he doesn't want to let. Well, we're not talking about Dusty here. Fucking whatever. Okay. So we've heard a lot tonight. I guess we started with 5 minutes apiece. I guess we can wrap with 5 minutes apiece if you want.
Sure.
Of course, you can use as much or as little of that 5 minutes as possible. So Jamie went first last time. I guess Paul can go first this time.
Sure.
Summarize what you've heard tonight. What have you come to, Paul?
Well, you guys remember I started at Jamie Darkey's an idiot and doesn't know what she's talking about and gets all her opinions from everybody else and is a follower and doesn't add anything to the discourse and you know, like would fucking cartwheel off a cliff if, you know, the right person told her to do it, and would, or at least would advocate for other people to cartwheel off a cliff. I don't think she'd do it herself. And I end tonight's, by the way, I don't think tonight was a debate. It was a moderated discussion at best. But I end the debate at Jamie Darkey is an idiot who doesn't know anything, who wouldn't have an opinion if there wasn't somebody around that's smarter than her to give it to her, and is really adverse to just reading and informing herself. And will double and triple down and then play the victim card and then cry about it and then make insinuations about me being anti-trans or some shit, which is just completely baseless because that's where cowards retreat when they've been defeated. And tonight, I want to let everybody know in the chat that tonight was easy. I would do this at breakfast before I start my work day. And I'm happy to do this. Not with Jamie, though. Jamie only gets this once. But I'm happy to do this with any dumb fuck that wants to, you know, step. That's it. I yield the balance of my time.
All right, then. So, Jamie, you've heard what Paul has to say there. What do you think about that? And what do you think about what's happened here tonight?
I honestly think what's happened here tonight has been mostly a waste of fucking time. I'm glad people were entertained by it. But as I said before, I think a lot of Paul's arguments come from spite and are made in extremely bad faith. I think that Paul gets overly emotional and mad rather than pragmatically approaching a lot of positions. And I think Paul has some kind of like deeper fucking problem with me that I still haven't gotten to the bottom of, and I don't know what it is. But I honestly, you know, I only ever wanted to agree to disagree. I wanted to have a dialogue. I never wanted to get angry and vitriolic. I've like I said, I've watched Paul for years. I've respected Paul for years as a content creator that I enjoy. But tonight, as well as in the streams prior, I think Paul has, you know, shown that he doesn't really have much of an argument against me, except I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about, and just ad homs and mockery, and I think it's really fucking weak. I think it's some weak shit, and you know, I hoped that I could come here and maybe build a bridge with Paul. It's clear to me now that that is not a possibility. So I'm going to go on from tonight, and I'm going to continue to do my shit. I'm going to continue to do my fucking channel, because Paul can, you know, try to sit here and pull rank on me all he wants and act like I don't have a right to, I don't know, speak on certain things or whatever. But you know what? Paul doesn't get to say what I'm allowed to talk about and not talk about, and he doesn't get to say whether or not I have a channel. So I'm going to do my shit, and I'm going to disengage from Paul. I really don't care to have another discussion with you, as it seems like it just evolves into yelling and mockery, and I'm more interested in building bridges with people and trying to come to some kind of common ground rather than just completely discounting someone for holding an opposing position to you. And so yeah, I guess that's all. Yeah, I guess I'll yield. I don't have much more to say. I've already said everything I need to say.
All right, then.
Speaks for itself. Oh man. The end of a long association. Oh man. Can we take a moment of silence?
All right.
Paul, if you ever want to associate with me again in good faith, feel free. If you want to have a discussion, I'm always open to it. But no,
Does good faith mean not calling you when you make fucking vague statements about shit and never actually get to the point? Because if that's what good faith means, then I'll never approach you in good faith.
Good faith means not making dumb fuck assumptions about me and what my positions are and my intentions behind them. When
you provided the dumb fuck positions. I didn't have to provide any.
Did you guys want to go a little longer? It seems like you might have another.
No, I'm look, dude.
Sorry.
Here's the thing.
I was
We're
thinking
good.
to wrap it up, but you guys seem like you still want to fight.
No, I mean, I'll hit the gas if, because I don't give a fuck.
I mean, is there more fucking fuel in this tank? Is there shit that needs to be said? Because you guys are basically saying
Jamie's
right now.
got more angst.
Hold on.
She wants to get out.
You guys are saying
Like,
right now, basically, like, fuck you and fuck you. We're going our separate ways. We've hashed it out. But has it hashed out? Have you guys come to, like, have you said everything you want to say to each other?
I don't know. I would have liked to get to I tried to ask Paul, what is your deeper problem with me? But every time I ask, he just says I'm an idiot. So whatever. I don't know what Paul's problem is with me. I suspect that Paul's problem is with me is that he just doesn't like me and doesn't like
I
that
try
I've
to tell
gotten,
you, like, honestly, Jamie, like, all fucking joking and entertainer shit aside, I try to tell you what I don't like about you, and you just don't want to hear it.
what you don't
Like,
like
I
about
don't
me is
like
based on
you.
assumptions.
No, it's not based on assumptions. It's based on no. I'll tell you if you
You
want
don't
it.
watch me enough to know anything about me.
No, I do. I've known about you for a long time, Jamie. You've been a part of the community for a long
No, Paul. I'm
fucking
gonna say
time.
this: the person that you went on my channel back, I'm not the same person.
I didn't say you were, Jamie.
You're acting like you know me really well when I don't think you fucking know the first thing about me.
I didn't say I know you well. I said I've been aware of you for a long time, and I know what your game is.
What is my game?
You latch on to personalities that are bigger and better than you, and you parrot what they say.
We
and
all
attempt
need
to look as smart as they are. You
a lot
steal
of
their
people.
aesthetic. You steal their presentation style. You're like
We're
one of a
influenced-
billion different people who don't have a fucking like vision for themselves or how their content at the very least.
I absolutely do. My vision for my content is I want to talk about hope and positivity and not being so goddamn negative all the time.
And why do you do
be
nothing but drama on your stream?
I don't. I'm doing a drama
The
arc right
hopium
now
den,
because
dude.
I'm doing a drama arc right now because, as you know, there are people out there who have abused their positions of power to hurt multiple fucking people, and I am friends with multiple victims of this person, and I want to give them a platform, my tiny ass little fucking platform, because no one else would fucking talk about it, so I'm allowing them to come on my platform to maybe push this a little bit further. But that's it. I've told people who have, I've said, if you're coming to subscribe to me for the drama, unsubscribe when it's done, because I promise you this is not going to be the same channel when it's done.
Supposed to
I
be a
don't.
moderator? Okay.
Dude, when I look at the views on your channel
criticize
and how
my
the what? Well, I'm sorry, what?
No, I said someone was like, "Is TJ supposed to be a moderator?" What do you want me to moderate here? Am I supposed to be like, "Guys, calm down"? Like they're fucking hashing it out. What do you want? Fuck you. Why? There's no need for me to interject.
Isn't that what I came here to
interject when I
do?
need to, or when I need to yell at you for being stupid in the chat. All right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Not only does Chelsea win, but Chelsea was right.
Chelsea's always right.
I learned that from you. Look, I'm sorry. What the fuck was Jamie Darkey just talking about?
You were talking when. TJ
Basically,
interrupted
you guys are Paul. You're telling Jamie what you don't like, and you said that.
Okay.
She
like Jamie,
latches on
honestly,
to larger personalities.
I'm all
and
about
whatever.
radical honesty because I've had people say some shit to me that like I thought about down the road, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to give that to you because I'm just gonna give you the like you asked like what's your deeper problem with me, and the answer to that is there's no deeper problem. Like, honestly, your existence is something that I only notice when it comes across my path and shit. And I really don't care what you're out there doing. And, you know, I don't oppose or support you, really. But I've been aware of you for a long time. And you finally have, like, not necessarily reached a level of notice, but you've insinuated yourself in enough shit that you got on my radar. And when I checked it out, it's bullshit. And it completely contradicts everything you just said about your channel, by the way. It's been nothing but drama. You go look at your fucking channel, all the views on your channel are drama views. Like the ones where you don't, no, Jamie, let's be real. Don't make me go get the fucking shit and share screens.
No, my biggest, Paul, let me finish. My biggest streams, yes, are drama related. And I do
and
realize
you're going to dip your fucking toe right back in the well. You make your money on drama.
No, I don't make money doing this, Paul. I make nothing.
You don't take supers?
I make barely anything. I'm lucky if I make like $60, $50 a month doing this.
That's not nothing.
Like,
trust me, that's not nothing.
No, sure.
You better be thankful for every one of them dollars.
No, I absolutely am, and I absolutely am grateful to all my fucking subscribers. But like, I don't make a living off of this, and honestly, I don't want to make a living off of drama. I've said I'm perfectly content once I'm only doing the drama shit because it's something I feel like I need to do right now because I need to expose a predator that no one else wants to expose. When I'm done,
all the drama shit has everything to do with a fucking predator on your channel.
What?
Your channel was drama way before this.
No, it wasn't.
Arc.
Wait, if you're gonna talk about stuff that's from before I came out and like way back when
I'm not even talking about stuff before you came out.
What's the drama then? I talk about politics and shit.
Dude, you were involved in all kinds of fucking drama back in the day.
Before
these accusations came out as Jamie Darkey on the Hopium Den, which, by the way, that little cute little name that you picked, opium dens, were places where women were raped for money. So you might want to think about choosing something a little more cheerful or a little more woman friendly for your name. But I'm just talking about inclusivity.
It's a den of hopium. I want to push hopium.
No, it's you took it from opium den though, right?
Yes, it's a play on words, Paul.
Opium dens were places where women were raped for money.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
I don't think the name is that problematic. I don't know if people in the chat, if you guys think it's problematic, I'll address it. Well, we might work. I've been trying to come up with a decent name that's hopium related. It was called the Hopium Hour before. I stopped calling it that because my streams aren't an hour, and I'm not fucking Egghead. But whatever. I've been trying to come up with a name. I thought it was a clever play on words. If people think
Jamie, I'm fucking with you.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to engage. No, I'm trying to engage with your criticism in good faith. All right,
just fucking with you. Look, we're at the end here. Like you said, you wanted to end. I was trying to make a joke.
All right, but all I'm saying is no. For the last few months, for the last year, I have made an effort to not engage in drama a shit ton or at all. Like
you failed.
How? What? Because
you're in it right now. Your channel has been nothing but it. You just admit that your big streams are all drama streams.
And I do streams in between that where I specifically put in the title
no views. And so you go back to the drama. Well,
I go to the drama because it needs to be talked about. I'm trying to talk about something that no one's talking about. Like I said, I've been interviewing victims of a predator when all the victim stories are out and when I feel like I've sufficiently swayed popular opinion on this predator, then I will move on and go back to what I enjoy doing because I don't enjoy doing the drama. It stresses me out. It's not something I have fun doing.
You hate it. You hate it. I can tell with every fiber of your being, you hate it.
No, I do, and I hate this fucking interaction we're having right now. I don't enjoy getting fucking loud and heated and vitriolic with losing. People. Holy fuck, Paul. Like, there's enough people in the fucking chat that think you're losing right now. Get out of here.
Oh, dude, trust me, dude. The people in the chat don't get to decide that, Jamie.
Oh, and you do?
The people that came over and crawled all fucking groggy out of the hopium den, dude. They don't get to decide.
Paul, I have seen enough people in the chat.
Like, once again, dude, they're like the butt end of the human centipede. Like Vosh is the front guy, right? He doesn't have to eat shit from anybody because at least he's smart enough to have his own opinions. You're the middle one, right? So you've got to eat shit. But the guy on the end, man, gets to do is eat shit, dude. All the little hopium dinners in here, trust me, they don't trust me, Jamie. Don't get it twisted.
I have seen enough people in TJ's chat say that you're wrong, who I've never once before seen in my own chat. All right, but that's neither here nor there.
Paul decides he wins. Very objective. Yeah. Who are you, Professor? Dude, Skeptical Jesus. When did you become a goddamn you've always been pretty goddamn smart. When did you become a dumbass?
Oh, see, anyone who disagrees with you, dumbass. This is what I'm talking about, Paul. Someone disagrees with you, they're an idiot. They're a dumbass.
No, you're an idiot, though.
Holy fuck.
TJ disagrees with me, and he's not an idiot, so I just proved you wrong. But you're an idiot, though.
Yeah, because you have some modicum of respect for TJ.
Well, I would have some modicum of respect for you if you were half the fucking individual and independent thinker that TJ is.
You don't fucking know me, Paul.
I do. Well, I know you from your content.
You barely know my content. You even said that you come in for a few minutes and then you leave because
you were plenty proud to trade off of my name back when it was working for you, but now that I'm not, I don't know you, right?
Holy fuck, Paul.
Holy fuck. Oh, Paul just hit me with another one.
Holy fuck. I have a stutter, Paul. You're going to keep making fun of that? Holy shit.
I'm not making fun of your stutter. I'm making fun of your constant, like, everything I say astonishes you somehow. Like, it's getting old. Like, it's getting real fucking lame. Could you please stop acting like everything I've said is the most astonishing word that a man has ever uttered? Thanks. It's a little off-putting in conversation.
Yeah, well, you're a little off-putting in conversation.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. How can I make myself more inclusive?
There's clearly no... Yeah, you're not very inclusive. And you're trying to push a political movement, but you literally even said you don't care...
How many trans people are on your mod team?
What?
How many trans people are on your mod team?
A bunch. Most of my fucking audience is trans.
How many? I don't want a bunch. I want numbers. I know numbers of my mod team. I know how many mods I have. How many trans people?
I don't know, 5 or 6.
You realize that I have the same amount of people that are trans openly on my mod team? And but I'm not inclusive though, right? Because I disagree with you as a trans person.
What I said is you're not interested in being inclusive to other. You're not interested in pulling people over. You even said that earlier. That's why trans
people are just overrepresented in my mod structure, right? Like 10 to 1 compared to the population.
People of your positions. You're fine with being super off-putting and turning people off of your positions because it's not about your positions. It's about your emotions. It's about you're mad. Paul is mad. Paul is mad because the DNC done fucked him over. Paul is mad because he voted for Obama and that was a waste of a fucking vote.
You're not mad about that?
Yes, I'm mad too, but I don't get so mad that I get blind from rage and say, oh, I'm not voting. Fuck the whole system.
Like earlier on your stream when you were grabbing your mic and screaming into it and shit?
Yes, I get mad sometimes, Paul. You get mad.
You were just criticizing me for getting mad sometimes. So what basis do you have to criticize me?
You don't fucking care about fucking having dialogues with people. I see you, dude. You were fucking telling people when you were arguing with me, people that were agreeing with me that you're not going to read their comments anymore and ban this person.
Make a business out of having dialogue with people.
People who disagree with you, just for disagreeing with you.
TJ disagrees with me all the fucking time. I make a business out of having dialogue with people, dipshit.
But again, you respect TJ. You don't respect the people in your chat.
I don't, because people earn respect from me. It's not something that I give freely as like a gift to everybody. You don't earn respect because you don't have a position of your own.
See, that's the difference between me and you, Paul. I try to give people a baseline of respect.
Well, that's dumb.
Why?
Respect. You ever heard respect is earned, not given freely?
I don't necessarily. I think we should be respectful to other people in society in general. I think we should try to be respectful of people. Yeah.
We should be respectful to respectful people in respectful environments and while having respectful conversations.
Why not be respectful to disrespectful people and then catch them off guard?
You were screaming like a fucking. You were screaming your head off at me before this even started. The whole reason this started is because you were screaming your head off at me. And now you're trying to tone police me and say all I did was scream.
You were tone policing me the other day. Oh, Jamie has a school teacher's tone and she talks like
you kind of do. You do kind of sound like you're scolding people when you get all self-righteous and shit.
Okay. I think you sound like that too. I think you sound like you're scolding people.
I know you are, but what am I?
No, holy fuck. Whatever. This has not been productive in the slightest.
You're not good at the ponage shit, and you're not good at the drama shit unless it's something that you can curate on your channel. So you might want to get out of that business. You're not good at the politics shit because you can't justify your positions with anything other than vagaries. So do you want to get to the question at hand before we went down this road? What my real problem with you is?
What is it, Paul? I don't.
You're a hanger-on.
Okay.
You're a leech. You always have been. You still are. You don't have the intellectual fortitude to read books and come up with your own positions. And you believe that you deserve some fucking baseline respect from me when you've done nothing to earn it because all you do is parrot people. So keep your cold takes and shit out of my shit, and I'll keep my takes out of yours.
I haven't come into your shit with cold takes.
Keep my name out of your mouth though, because if I hear you talked about me again, then I'll just do it again.
Whatever. I don't plan to engage with you again anytime fucking soon, Paul.
All right, well, keep my name out of your mouth because I
You're a
know
waste of my
people
fucking time.
keep
You're
my
a
name out of your
waste of
mouth.
my time and energy. I wanted to do a nice chill stream tonight and hang out with my fucking chat, and I got to deal with fucking Paul's ego, thinking he's the arbiter of fucking
You were
everything.
doing a fucking show about Paul's ego, dumbass, and you actually got a chance to talk to me directly, and you're acting like it was some imposition on you. What a fucktard.
I gave the stream a random title. I called it "Cutting the Salt" because I thought, hey, I'll talk about.
Oh, that had nothing to do with me, right? That had nothing to do with me.
It did have something to do with you because you kind of pissed me off.
It did. Oh, okay.
A little bit, but I'm saying
a little bit. Like just a dash of salt was me.
That doesn't mean I wanted to spend the whole night talking about you or to you. I wanted. No, I wouldn't.
Anyway.
Okay,
Dude, to be quite honest with you, Jamie, you should be thanking me and TJ for giving you a platform that's above and beyond your station. You shouldn't be acting like tonight was an imposition or a bore.
Act like you're fucking superior to me. Like you are entitled.
I'm trying to give you business advice because you claim to want to be a podcaster and you don't want to listen to it because you're all self-righteous. You don't go on somebody else's platform and act like it was an imposition to you. Because if I were TJ, I would listen to that shit and I'd be like, well, check Jamie Darkey off the list of people I'm going to have back on again.
TJ asked me multiple times.
All she does is bitch about getting platformed. So
TJ came in my chat multiple times and asked me to have this discussion with you.
Yeah, he did. And you said yes because you're a fucking climber. You're a social climber and you came in here and you got really fucking steamrolled in front of everybody. And now you're salty about it and you want to act like it was all a waste of your time. Well, fuck off then.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? If I don't come on, I'm a coward. If I come on, I'm a leech and a hanger-on.
Actually, if you go back and listen to the stream that I happen to be doing tonight, where they made me aware that you were streaming about me, that I started before you started streaming, I said the smart thing for Jamie to do would be to tell TJ no thank you and keep going with her stream. And you can quote me on that and go back and check it. It's right there on the record.
Yeah, well, maybe I was maybe I didn't do the best judgment in coming on here, but everyone in my chat.
It was not just not the best judgment. This was a real piss poor judgment call.
No, you know what? I think I did a pretty good, decent job of holding my own against you, Paul. Especially since you're way more fucking practiced at this than I am. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought my age and wisdom and experience didn't matter.
You're more experienced at this. I said just you pulling rank on me because of your age and saying you're not allowed to talk about this.
Well, but you just told me I'm more experienced at this, so doesn't that give me rank on you?
You have more experience as a content
that mean that you should like listen to me when I give you advice and shit, not shit all over me and not shit on my friend on his show?
I didn't shit on TJ.
Yeah, you did. You came on and you started acting like you were all bored and it was some big imposition and a big waste of Jamie Darkey's precious time to come here and get quadruple the views she normally gets.
I said you and me.
You should be gracious to your host and say thank you.
Our argument has been a waste of time. Thank you, TJ, for bringing more attention to me and getting me more subscribers and shit. But as far as I'm concerned, me and you have gotten nowhere. So yeah,
I feel kind of like to get anywhere. That's why I said before I started this, if Jamie Darkey is smart,
I guess I'm a little.
No.
I guess I'm just too goddamn charitable. I realized this earlier.
Charitable?
I'm just too charitable with you. Yes. I've given you the benefit of the doubt. I've had differences of opinion with you and be like, you know what? I understand where Paul's coming from. He's a good dude. He's not malicious. He doesn't have ill intent. But you, on the other hand, are doing the exact opposite to me. So yeah, I'm done.
So on the other hand. Other than Paul?
What? Okay, whatever.
I don't even know what the contention was. Anyway, all right. Was that your leaving moment? Was that your sign off for the evening?
Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what I could say that could end this with any kind of like. So yeah, whatever. I don't care.
There's gonna be no saving it.
Saving it. Okay.
No salvaging it or whatever.
G-Man wins. Paul always wins, yo. Whatever.
All right. Well, I think we've gone over everything that could possibly be said. I think that
thank you, TJ.
I think they've unloaded. Thank you. I think they've unloaded at each other as much as possible. So I think that they're gonna go their separate ways now.
She got 25%. She got 25% tonight.
25%.
Not even close.
25%.
That wasn't even an unload. That was a quick test fire at the range.
So Paul, according to Paul, not unloading at this time, but we'll
that was just a maintenance test fire after, cleaning the weapon.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and kick both of them off now. So there's no after sniping. They can do that on their own streams if they want. But
Peace.
bye, y'all. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for providing an entertaining discussion / argument, even if it probably wasn't productive by anyone's standard.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was fun.
Bye, y'all.
I think it was more productive than it seemed to be, by the way.
Maybe.
I have contention with this idea that it was not productive.
Well,
I think
you can
that
elucidate that on your
always
Ideology channel if you wish, but we're not doing it here, so bye, everybody. Bye. Not you guys, though. I'm sticking around with you. Let's just do this. Boom. Yeah, boy. Man. Whew. Jesus, huh? God damn, man. I need a drink. I was puffing away during that thing. It's like all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, like the silence feels weird now. It was like, now it's like, and it's so quiet. It's like everything just is like a big pop, and then TJ hath banished the chaos. I know, it's so weird now. It feels so surreal and quiet. It's like just like, both were insufferable in their own special ways. I mean, a lot of times when two people argue, you do see kind of like the worst part of them, right? So, you know, that kind of makes sense. Hey, baby. You got a drink for me? Thanks. Oh, man. You want to talk?
Well, you just shoved a mic in my face, so sure.
I mean, I could turn it back off. It's off.
Okay.
Now it's on. What do you want? Do you want it off or on?
I guess you can keep it on.
Sure, okay.
Are you going to read the super chats at all?
Yeah, I'm not going to go back and read the ones I missed because it was just like too chaotic to even do them. But
it was mostly about them anyway.
Right. But if anyone wants to send any new ones, that's fine.
There's a new one.
There's there? What is it?
Well, it's still on the screen.
TJ, what's your analysis of the debate without taking sides? I mean, Paul is obviously a more seasoned veteran of these kind of confrontations, and he is an imposing rhetorical force to go up against. I've, of course, debated Paul several times, so I know just how powerful his language can seem, because he has he's quite eloquent, you know, and he's very passionate. So you have to kind of either match that or you have to keep your cool. And I feel like Jamie couldn't really find a place to do either of those things. I feel like Jamie's ferocity cannot match Paul's ferocity. And it's pretty hard to stay cool when Paul is agitating, because Paul is very good at prodding, getting under your skin, throwing you off balance. Like the interruptions and stuff, that's to throw you off balance, you know, because he's very quick-witted. So he can throw an idea out there really quick and just jab you with it. Boom. Insinuation. Boom. Like, you know, like that kind of shit. And Jamie really had no counter for that. Jamie's not able to do those punchy interruptions that sort of throw the opponent off their game. I think Jamie came with a more conciliatory attitude, trying to look for some sort of like acceptance from Paul, or come to some kind of understanding, and kind of took the tact of like, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to try to mend bridges and stuff and try to be in good faith. And I think that, you know, a lot of people, I think, will see that and it will resonate with them as like, you know, Jamie was trying to extend olive branches to this guy, but he just kept knocking them away and knocking them away and knocking them away, which of course makes Paul seem very like bullyish, I guess. So if anything, Paul was probably undone by that very same passion that can be his greatest weapon. I think it's like his best weapon and it's his biggest drawback at the same time. Because he'll fuck with someone so much that he's not just disrupting them, he's kind of creating sympathy for them at the same time. And that kind of makes people turn against Paul. It's almost like if he knew how to pull back a little more, he'd probably win the crowd over more. But I think that part of Paul's tact is he doesn't care about winning over the crowd. He wants to engage. He wants the crowd engaged. He doesn't mind if it's divisive engagement. So if there's one person, if half the group is like, fuck Paul, he's a piece of shit, and half the group is like, yay, Paul, he's great, Paul's 100% fine with that outcome. He's fine with the outcome of everyone loves him. He's fine with the outcome of everyone hates him. What he doesn't want to see from them is like aloofness. Like he wants to be divisive more than he wants to be safe. In terms of how he's perceived. He doesn't necessarily want you to have a neutral position on him, one way or the other. So I think his tact is kind of like that. But I think it can be destructive. You know, if you're looking for an overwhelming sort of like perception of victory over somebody, which is kind of what he was trying to sell it as at the end. But I think that's maybe a little undone by the overzealousness. That would be my analysis of just the nuts and bolts of the debates without weighing in on any positions that were taken, you know. I just don't care if I'm a heel or a face. What's that, Paul? I don't know what he's saying. I do too. But that would be my basic interpretation of it. And, you know, Paul or Jamie is free to have contentions about how I interpreted the debate, but that's basically what I would say was my perception sitting there watching it unfold. TJ knows this one. I liked the comments like TJ won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was Chelsea one too. I was like,
well, Chelsea always wins.
I don't want to win this one, guys.
Chelsea doesn't want to win.
Not this time.
Paul, you're not a wrestler. I mean, whatever. When you're a streamer, you fucking see the parallels pretty strongly, even if it's not like fixed or whatever, or kayfabe.
I mean, it's a little performative.
Sure. I mean, it has to be. It's about entertaining people.
Yeah.
Paul is Undertaker at WrestleMania. Paul was more about the entertainment, honestly. Well, that's always, I think, a huge priority for Paul is being entertaining. I mean, that's what he does for a living. Scotty won by not participating, maybe. I just, you know, what inspired this, guys, was I was listening. They were both streaming, and they were both in each other's streams talking shit about each other.
Yeah, like over each other.
Right. Well, they weren't talking over each other. I was playing both streams, and they were just both.
Oh, sorry. I see.
They were both talking shit about each other independently of one another. I'm just like, I'm entertained as fuck listening to both of them talk shit about each other. So I'm like, why not just get them both in the same place?
Yeah.
So that's why I acted on it. I'm just like, if this is going to be happening, it might as well fucking happen to my benefit.
And together, it makes more sense.
Yeah, and to fucking actually get them to confront one another. And I feel like whatever Paul might have said in the chat, I feel like he got out what he wanted to get out. So what was the debate about? It was just about a general hashing out of things between
I would rewatch it.
Paul and Jamie. Just like taking each other on, I guess. Just like airing grievances and trying to get to the bottom of why they don't like each other, or why Paul doesn't like Jamie, and why Jamie has in turn made some criticisms of Paul, or whatever the narrative is. I'm not trying to control that.
I disagree that it's all performance. I believe I'm friends with both Jamie and Paul. I consider both of those people my friends.
Right, me too.
Yeah, and like the positions taken were definitely real.
Yeah.
Like I would not say their core was performative at all.
TJ nominated for Best Moderator. Thank you. Thank you. I like to use a light hand. I mean, you know, I try to let them go at it as much as possible. And I only really jumped in a few times because when Paul was just like steamrolling any attempt to speak, because, you know, sometimes he does get in like super talk over mode and has to be reined in a little bit. Jamie was Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. I mean, you know, I guess that part of my don't take a side thing kind of precludes too much after commentary, though. So I guess I'll probably just wrap this up. But thank you guys for tuning in to it. Thank you for your very generous donations to it. I appreciate everyone who showed up. Let your opinions be known in the comments. And thank you guys for coming. I'm going to fucking wind down and go watch some TV or something. All right, have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Night.